standards and are designed to work for every budget. RD Promo makes promoting your business affordable, efficient, and fun. We work with high-end clients, advertising, and marketing firms alike to craft successful marketing campaigns for brands. Small businesses, major corporations, and multinational Fortune 500 companies have trusted us for their promotional product needs. Call 1-855-915-7377 or visit our website at rdpromo.com. We all know that paper straws are terrible. They dissolve after a few minutes of being in your drink. When they dissolve, they are also releasing gluten into your drink. Gator straws are different because they are made from rice paper. Rice, like when used with sushi, it gets wet and it binds. Gator straws last at least 4 to 5 hours in a drink. Gator straws are gluten-free, manufactured with superior paper, are recyclable, animal-friendly, eco-friendly, and simply the best straw on the market. For more information, call 855-915-7377 and visit our website at www.safetyworks.com. That's www.safetywercs.com. The Safety Works line of products has been carefully tested and established as the first line of defense against the worldwide pandemic and beyond. Our high-quality FDA line of personal protection equipment will keep you, your family, and your workspace as protected as possible during these uncertain times. Call 1-855-915-7377 or visit our website at safetyworks.com. That's safety, WERCS.com.
This program is furnished by amp2tv.square.
The content, information, and opinions expressed during the related show are those of the show personalities and guests alone, and not those of Vic Canellis Media Group, its parent, affiliates, or stations. VCMG Live is not responsible for any content, information, or opinions expressed. User bears full responsibility for their reliance on such content, information, or opinions.
Yeah, welcome to the 6th Borough radio show, brought to you by Power Up Radio. Joe and Denise here to talk all about Florida's do's and don'ts that take place every day in the streets of New York. So get ready to ride the A train. Next stop, Boca Raton. So what do you say we get the show started?
Hi everyone, Denise Cassell here.
And Joe Rubo.
And we are at the 6th Borough. What are we doing right now?
We are live from Boca Raton at the 6th Borough at our new studio. Welcome everyone, our second week to the new studio. Tonight we have a really nice, good show. We have two crazy-ass guests with us.
Yes, they are.
Are they there? Guess who's back?
Guess who's back?
Kenny, my man Kenny Magchop is back.
I can't stay away. I love the
Man,
studio.
we
The
might
vibe
as
is
well
always
just
right.
hire you full time, man. You're here all the time.
Might as well. I mean, where's the application? Who do I sign up with?
And of course we have Nico,
What's up,
main
guys?
man, Nico Nation.
Whoop, whoop.
And we're here tonight. Denise is feeling a little under the weather.
Well, I'm actually feeling better. I just am trying to not cough in anyone's ears, and if I do, I so apologize. There's something going around, but I'm going to be doing my best and try to make sure that we bring a full, great Belly Laugh show tonight.
Okay, so that means you can't talk as much.
Not as much tonight. He's probably very happy about that.
Oh, it's going to be one of those shows.
Oh, we got somebody going live from South Africa to Leighton. Thanks for dialing in.
Yes, thank you so much for dialing in.
All the way from South Africa. How do you like that? So what else is going on besides you being sick?
Well, we have a few things happening. So this weekend we have daylight savings, which is a waste of time in my opinion.
They say you gain an hour's sleep, right?
No, we lose. Spring back, fall forward. So it's forward. We're actually going to be losing an hour.
No, we
ahead,
fall
behind,
back.
so it
It's
falls
spring-
back an hour.
We fall
My
back.
backwards. I'm
Yes.
medicated, so you're going to have to help
Fall
me.
back. Spring ahead, fall back. We gain an hour, right? No,
Yes.
we lose an hour. We set the clocks back.
we
It
set the
starts
clocks back, so-
starts getting dark earlier.
So we gain an hour.
Right, but we gain an hour of sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is
I don't
really
sleep. I don't
silly.
sleep
Sleep much
anyway.
anyway, so.
Who sleeps?
I don't know. Who watches TV? Hey, is anybody watching us? Dial in.
I'm like, I got a day off coming next week. I can't wait to sleep. I'm up at 5 o'clock anyway.
Oh, yeah.
It's, you know, the older you get, the less sleep you need.
Sleep's a mythical monster.
Well, you know, I got to tell you, with the daylight savings, it's been going since it was started in 1975, and essentially, it's been and it's there right now still to be signed off
I remember
as.
when they started doing that.
Yeah, it's hopefully this time it'll get passed, and for some reason it's been on the table for year after year, and this time hopefully we'll get it done where we'll stop this craziness and just
I remember going to
changing
school.
the time.
I remember going to school. It was still dark out.
Yes.
It's ridiculous.
I remember finding out, like, when I was, like, 24, that we were the only people that did it.
Yeah, they're
thought it
supposed
was-
to stop it. I heard they're going to
It's in legislation to see if they'll stop it, but there are certain states that
just
have.
keep it where it stays light longer. That makes more sense, doesn't it?
Yes.
Well,
of
it does.
course.
Yes, it was based on way back in the day when the farmers wanted to save light and candles.
So why did
So they, got up early and they got to do their farming, and so there was light. So there you go. That's why.
So Freddie, when you were a farmer, you were complaining about the daylight savings time?
That's right. I used to milk you every morning. I couldn't see.
Live by candlelight.
They moved the time up so I could see you.
I'm sure your wife was
Well, if anyone's listening, as always, we want you to be engaged in the show. And how do you do that? Well, it's a couple of ways. One is, of course, we want to hear from you. We're here for you. We want to entertain you. So you can call in live at 888-565-1470. You can also go to see us live on our website, which is www.powerupradiotv.com. You can also go to our Power Up page on Facebook, and you can catch us live on there as well. But if anything else, on the radio, 96.9, 95.3, and 1470 AM.
Very impressed with the lower thirds, Freddie.
That's
Very,
good because I
very
didn't do them.
You know, he's not only
No wonder they were
He's
perfect.
not only impressing with the studio, he's coming at us with new graphics now.
Well, I gotta say, we are very excited to be here, as
Yes.
we did last week, which was a great show. If you haven't seen it, please go to YouTube. You can catch it live again, and that's at Power Up Radio.
Got to add a few eyes in this live.
Yes, it's on Power Up Radio TV, and you can actually see the show from last week. But you can catch us on this week, and today's topics are going to be pretty fun. And this is going to be what we call a true topic trending conversation show, and we'll see what comes because everyone just buckle down because we don't know what can possibly be said today. So just go with the flow.
In other words, whoever we was supposed to have today, we didn't get him. They backed out, so we're ad-libbing today.
But they'll hopefully come next week. It is a big headlining name.
Yes.
So everyone, you must stay tuned to see who that person is going to be. I promise you it would be a big
But
name.
we had Kenny and Nico scheduled for the second half because we have the game we're going to be playing. I don't want to give it up.
Okay.
But they were cool enough to come and stay for the first part to help me out. So
Yes.
help me, guys,
Anytime.
please.
What's up? We're the fill-ins. We're the fill-ins. Let me entertain you.
Did you guys
All
get
right.
the lottery tickets?
What's that?
No.
Mega?
No, I didn't buy
Not
the
Mega,
lottery tickets.
Powerball.
No.
I don't know. I never buy it. I always think I'm going to, but then I actually don't do it.
That's so funny, I know, I don't
billion
either.
dollars.
Yeah, I tell you, there are people that go online and they just sit there and they have a whole science
Yeah,
on how they're
yeah.
going to choose their numbers, how many tickets, and the why behind this number, that number.
Sure.
It's like a whole
They
thing.
said your chance is 1 in 4 billion or something like
You're
that.
better. You
400
got a better
billion?
chance of getting hit by lightning.
Like you do.
Right.
No, that's,
Realistically,
no,
you
seriously.
do.
Yeah.
It only takes one ticket, not 80 tickets.
No,
If I
exactly.
win, it's because I found the ticket on the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I win. I play a couple of times a week, and I always win a couple of dollars here and there to pay for it. You know.
So did you play, Joe?
I play, but I got to go get more tickets for
Gotta get
tomorrow
more.
because I'm going to win the big one. When I'm not here next week, you'll know why.
I was gonna say, right? Where did Joe go? He's not answering his phone.
I'll be in my own private Idaho. So,
Great.
Nico, tell us what you got going on. You
All right,
say
so
you got
this-
a lot of car shows. and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah. We
going
got
on.
South Florida. If you guys any car enthusiasts out there, we have November 12th, November 13th. We have Supercar Saturdays, and we have exotics on Dania Point. It's like Sterling and 95. It's that whole entire
Exotics?
Dania. Yeah, it's like supercars,
What day is
hypercars.
that?
That's going to be on a Saturday and a Sunday. Sunday is going to be exotics at Dania Point.
I'm coming
Some of
to
the
that
coolest
one.
vehicles.
Yeah, no, unbelievable.
Kenny, you
People
gotta
from
go to
all
that one.
over the world are shipping their cars down.
You
It's
gonna
the biggest
you gonna
event.
bring the lowrider, Kenny?
Not yet. She's not ready yet.
Oh, she's not ready. Yeah, but
Do you need tickets to attend?
no, it's open to the public. I'm
Okay.
actually the DJ, the headliner, the host, and we have a variety of different celebrities. Dennis Rodman always
What
shows up.
time's it going to start?
It goes from in the morning.
11.
No,
Earlier?
it's done. No, way earlier. It starts at like 8 to 1, something like that. Or excuse me, you're right. It goes from 10 to 4.
Oh,
But
good. Okay, I'll be there.
Saturday is from 8 to 12.
The thing is that he's got to be there at 8.
Yeah, I got to be there at 8. Yeah,
Play
not
music
you guys.
that early in the morning?
No, but I have to be there to set up before all the
Yeah.
exotics come in. You know, I got to have my team set up all the DJ equipment, that type of thing.
I got to come see you.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I keep
A
saying
movie,
I'm coming, I
incredible.
don't go.
So how
Yeah,
many
there's-
cars do you expect to have at the show?
I would imagine 400.
400
Whoa.
cars.
Yeah, but again, that's just exotics, and then what you're dealing with is regular like BMWs, Mercedes. So if the party's over here, y'all are way over there. Like you need like a scooter or something to get to you, you know, because it's open to the public. If you would like to bring your car, but it's not going to be where the action is. You had to pre-register.
We're talking millions and millions.
Millions and millions of
cars.
dollars, 100%. Yeah, absolutely incredible. And depending on the cars, some of the guys drive the cars. They drive their, you know,
If I paid that much for a car, I'd drive it.
I don't know, Joe. It depends on how much money you have in regards to, like, you know, I'm broke
If I
it
had enough
down.
money to buy a car like that, I'm not going to put it in
You
the
should have
garage
enough
and
money
look
to
at
fix
it.
it.
Yeah, exactly right. When it
I'll
breaks
be
down,
going
what
to
have
I'll
you.
be going to Winn-Dixie with that thing. Putting
Heck yeah,
groceries
put
in
some
the back.
groceries in that sucker. Hell yeah.
Imagine that Lamborghini grocery getter. That'd be nice.
They have the Lamborghini SUV,
Oh yeah.
$240,000.
Absolutely.
My own.
I will tell you that here in the 6th Borough, in Boca Raton, I experienced this. There was people, well, there were young men, young guys delivering their pizza, and they were in Porsches delivering the pizza.
Speedy Pizza.
Yeah. Well, it was
Fastest pizza on
that
the-
said a lot.
Yeah.
How
there
much
you
was
go.
that pizza?
The pizza.
Yeah, right?
Well, yeah, that pizza was standard price.
Speaking of pizza, Freddie, where's the pizza? Last
No,
Friday.
you say you didn't want no pizza. Don't even bring that up.
Last Friday you had pizza for
Don't
me.
even bring that up, okay? Think of something else.
You're gonna lose me halfway through the show then.
We lose you halfway through every show.
You're gonna start dozing off.
No, this coffee you got here is very good.
Yeah,
Thank
that's what it is, the coffee. It's always the coffee.
you. Very
in the-
tasty.
in the
Oh,
Mag
it's
Chop
in a
mug.
Mag Chop cup.
It sure is.
Look at that.
The lovely Mag Chop.
Do you remember the
15-ounce
first
collection.
time you brought it to the studio, and we were taping the reality show,
Yes.
and I
yes.
kept toasting you. This coffee is very good.
It's whiskey in there.
It's funny because Joe and I have been like out, and one of the things that I always did was I always had my mug with me, and so every time we got a chance, we would cheers.
Yeah, the mugs. Yeah, we want to do that here again. We want to bring back the casting calls here.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah.
This studio.
That's a movie. That's a movie right there.
Casting
Just-
call
just
in
the
Freddie's
movie
basement.
should be casting calls, and everybody's trying to come in to get a job.
You
What do
gotta-
you do, sweetheart? I'm a speaker. As soon as you turn the light on her face, she can't speak.
But that's exactly.
I already know,
you
bro.
just explained what we
yeah.
did.
No, that's
you were there. For
I was
one.
there. Yeah, I remember. Yeah. No, your mother was loving me.
Yeah.
She was like, "Oh, I love Nico."
I remember when you were there, and some of these people, they like, oh, I've done this, I've done that. Okay, interview me. You give them the mic, and they're like,
It's the
deer in
light,
the headlights.
bro. It's not the mic. It's not. It's the light.
The
As soon as
lights,
they see the
yeah.
light, and then you're like, "Okay, say something." They're like,
who was there today? The lady was there. We gave her a line to give, and she just started singing.
No.
She like started singing opera. And
"Perfect."
the whole place got quiet, and I'm like,
Well,
It worked. It worked for her.
yeah, it worked.
I know exactly why she's single. Oh, let the saints come marching in. Everybody. We're like, what the hell is an interview?
All right, so Kenny, you have so much going on, it could take a whole show.
I was gonna say he does. I can't even follow you on Facebook. I can't even keep up, bro. And I didn't even know you were gonna be here because you tagged me, what have you, and I didn't even tell you that I was gonna be here. Like you're on top of him. You're on top of my marketing. That's what's going. Follow him to find out what I'm doing.
That's one thing about Kenny. He lets
Yeah, bro.
everybody know what's going on. He's the best.
Yeah, well, the way I look at it is that, we got to support each other in every way possible. So that's what I do. And I love
Right.
the show. I believe in what we're doing here and what you guys are doing. I love being a part of it. So I'm like,
We love having you.
Let's keep
He
doing
loves
it.
the lights. He loves the lights. Get it,
The
Kenny.
lights don't bother
That's
me.
see that because
just
you're a
don't look at
natural
them.
kid.
now, Kenny, don't you have something coming up on December 3rd or 4th?
Yes. So here's a weird thing. It's a private event, but of course, the 6 boroughs invited. So I was part of this comedy called Friend Draft, and this group of people called Comedy Flow, head by this guy Matt Florio. He has like 5 shorts, so he's going to be submitting them. But he wants to show them to these like producers and these people. So it's this private event where they're going to be showing all of these different short films that he has, and I'm in one of them, which is the one called Friend Draft. And
What's it called?
Friend Draft.
Friend Draft. Is that when the boy band guy?
Yes. So I play a member of a boy band
called
Bro Time.
Did you shave your mustache, man?
No, that's the
He's
great
still in
part.
high school. I'll tell you right now, ladies and gentlemen, we are live still. Kenny's still in high school. He's really got a freaking beard.
I'm telling you, it's hilarious. So I'm going to be doing that. That's gonna be
That's
really
worth the
exciting.
price of admission.
Absolutely.
Yes, yeah. I'm in talks with an art gallery for Art Basel. Right now it's pretty much basically I'm setting all the information. But you know what? A really cool thing happened. I got to be a part of this movie, and it ended up on the news in L.A.
You were just telling us about that.
Yeah, so it was really cool. I do a YouTube channel called, it's just my Mag Chop YouTube channel, but my show is just basically about like being an entrepreneur, what you're gonna go through, basically.
Is that you narrating it?
Yeah, I'm just sitting there in front of the camera talking. And so this movie called Nine Windows, is basically about this girl who got like injured in an accident, and she gets into watching YouTubers. And so my show is one of the YouTube shows that she watches. And from what I hear, I haven't seen the movie yet. I'm in it a lot, but they were interviewing the main actor on the LA News.
Right.
And they showed clips of it, and there I was right there.
Oh, they
and
got
they
you
were
on
like,
there.
Yeah, I made it to LA.
There you go, brother.
That's awesome. So where's the check, though, Kenny, is what we're really trying to find out. Where is the dinero? El dinero habla inglés? Hello, papito.
No
What's
Nintendo.
going on here? No, I knew it. No, nada.
Yeah, I put up
Bragging rights, though.
I put up a meme this morning. I'm always putting up memes.
Yes, you are. I
king
know
of
what they
memes.
always say. I can't even say it online.
The
That's
one,
what it says.
the one with Ron Jeremy, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
We,
Okay.
we all saw these guys growing up.
So somebody sent me a clip of Ghostbusters, and they go, "Did you know Ron Jeremy was in Ghostbusters?" And there he was as an extra, looking at the ghost like
No.
yeah,
I gotta watch Ghostbusters again.
yeah.
I didn't know that.
Look on my Facebook page. This guy put the picture of it up there.
No
Ron
way.
Jeremy standing there like this.
That's great.
Little did they know.
I know. The funny thing is, I wouldn't recognize him dressed, so that's kind of
I know,
weird. But what? Why would you? Was he dressed? I wouldn't even. Is he Ron? I don't know. Anybody
You
know
know
who this
Ron
guy
Jeremy
is?
is.
Yes, yes. Well, we have a lot of things that are coming up. I
Yes, let's go.
We just celebrated Halloween,
Yes.
which is the past tense. It didn't come up. It happened already.
Sure.
And
That was this past weekend.
It was
right?
Monday.
Yeah.
It was Halloween, and lots of characters all the way around. And I did have a lot of kids that were showing up
I didn't have
at
any.
my door.
You got a phone call.
We got a phone call.
I didn't have any.
All right, well,
Say hello.
Who?
Hello, Gina.
Gina.
caller, are you there?
Hello? Hello?
Gina.
Anybody
Well,
home?
until she comes on. So I had a lot of trick-or-treaters. And I have to give kudos to this one family that came up to my door. And this goes out to all the moms out there that are working and making things happen. It was 9:30. My door gets a knock. And I open the door, and there's about easily maybe 6, 7 kids.
Isn't that the best?
It was I was very surprised because I thought it was late.
Yeah.
But the bottom line was, I said, wow, you guys are out late. And they were little ones.
What was it, 7:30?
No, it was more like 9:30. And one of the things that I was very impressed with is the fact that I was like, wow, you're out late. She goes, yeah, I had to work, but I had to make sure I brought my kids out to trick or treat.
You know, 9:30 is late for young kids.
It is. I mean,
Yeah,
they were
it
little
is.
ones. They were like
Yeah.
real little ones. But I have to kudos to all the moms.
Trying to keep the tradition.
They got to keep, well,
Yeah.
yeah, they promised their kids that they would go trick-or-treating. And I have to say that in the 6th borough, there are many, many moms that are making things happen. And she got off work and made sure that her
Took
kids
the kids out. It's
took the kids
important,
out.
man.
Shout out to moms.
We were talking about this last week when we used to go trick or treat, and then all of a sudden it turned into the mischief night.
Yeah.
Egging everybody and.
Well, what are you gonna do? We're bored.
Who cared
We're
about
New Yorkers.
candy?
You know what I mean?
We used to get We used to get the eggs and the shave cream with the spray bottle, spray cap on top.
But, you know, but if you think back to like when we were younger, we lived in the city. I don't remember trick-or-treating from door to door because there was all apartments.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Nobody came to our condo.
Well, I lived in an apartment.
Where I lived in Chicago, we had like a sidewalk with houses with like
Yeah,
gravestones
yeah.
lined
Well,
up, so we would
same
go
thing
trick
with
or
me in the
treating.
Bronx.
Oh, the Greystones, the brownstones,
With the
rather.
stoop.
Oh, yeah, I was
Those
just
were great.
remembering that until I moved into the
I think
suburbs.
he's nice. You don't gotta call him stupid. Listen, I think you're nice, Kenny. All right, I don't know what the
We
stoop.
sit on the stoop and we hand out the candy. But and when I lived in Coral Springs, my house, the kids were coming in droves. I loved
Sure.
it, man. But I had to eat all the candy this year. So
I only had one
leftovers.
group of kids, right? And it was like late at night, so I knew that nobody else was coming. So I just started pouring the rest of the candy.
Yeah, get it
in each
out.
Bag, like to get rid of it.
No, I had to
Poor mom was sitting there
chaperone.
with her eyes wide open, like I'm just pouring candy in each bag.
Some kids would come back to my house twice because I'd give them so much candy.
Yeah,
I know it's you with a different mask on, but it's okay.
Well, it was a very nice Halloween, and I have to give kudos to the police officers that were, at least in my neighborhood, they were patrolling.
It's quiet this year.
Well, I don't know. It was the first time I was actually home because Halloween landed on a Monday, whereas a couple past years it's been Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yeah,
so I
that's
was
right.
not home. This was my first time home in a while. And
Let's see if we can get Gina. Gina, are you there?
Anybody there?
Gina.
Is it my Gina?
I don't know.
Somebody could be my Gina.
while that's all happening,
You see any?
Could be
this
my
actually-
next mistake. Hold on, Gina, are you there, honey? Hold on a second. Dinner and a movie? Let's skip that because I know you watch movies and I know you eat, Gina. All right? There's only one question I need to ask you, and I can't ask you on this line right now. But you know what I mean, honey? Come on. Do you speak?
Giggity, giggity.
So we got Thanksgiving coming up. What are you doing for
well,
Thanksgiving?
wait a minute. I gotta tell you something.
Tell me something.
But right after Halloween, it always sets now the motion of all of the advertising. Everything that's out right now is centered around holidays.
Yeah, I don't wanna
And
see
it's not even
Christmas stuff
Thanksgiving.
yet.
They jumped right to Christmas. I didn't see
Of
anything
course,
for
'cause that's big
Thanksgiving.
monetarily, it's the big one.
Walmart has the aisle. It's Christmas, Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas all in one aisle.
No, of course. But they can't make any money on Thanksgiving, guys. What do you mean? Thanksgiving is about the family and
Yeah.
food. You can't manipulate that. So they're like, Christmas.
They
Hey,
said,
kid,
they
buy
said
me
this year, for once, Walmart's closing on Thanksgiving.
Wow.
There are a lot of businesses that have made
Well,
that decision.
They're giving all the self checkout people so they can spend time with their family.
Oh, how nice. Yeah, you know something I do? I work at Walmart. Anybody know that? I didn't know till I walked in. This is my first
The
day.
self-checkouts can
scanning
spend
the
time
damn
with their
items, and I
family.
was like, oh, I'm stuck. What do I do with this piece of fruit or whatever
That's
the hell
what
this
happens
is?
there.
I need backup. They
No,
gave me a
me.
vest and
I
the name
throw- I
tag was the
throw it
best
right in
place
the
ever.
cart.
I'll tell you.
Oh, this
Well,
didn't
I
ring
do
up.
recommend that you check your local listings as far as the stores are concerned.
Yeah.
But there are
We
many
know Publix
stores.
closes.
What's that?
Publix closes on Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Well, actually, the supermarkets take turns.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, so sometimes the Publix and then they take turns with Winn-Dixie. They take turns going back and
It's always
forth.
open. That's
So for typically going back to what I'm saying, I'm putting my tree up already.
Oh God.
I put my tree up on the middle of
It's kinda
November.
early.
No, I put it up to enjoy it
Why don't you
because
put it in August?
no, 'cause- well, it's too hot, but I'm not in the mood in August. But everything now I set the motion, and so for Thanksgiving, I'm probably going to go to my dad's house, and this year it's going to be pretty quiet for me.
I put up a picture of my shed. I go, this is where my Christmas tree is. That's where it's going to stay till after Thanksgiving.
I get the air freshener, hang it in the living
I don't
room.
even put up a tree anymore. Now that my kids all moved out, I'm Scrooge.
I'm a Jew. No, for real, I'm Jewish. We have a menorah, that's it.
Yeah,
But somebody
menorah?
try to put a little Hanukkah bush. There's always, the women that I deal with, there's always a, because I don't want to do it, they'll bring over a Hanukkah
Well, my
bush.
kids were younger, of course. Christmas is for the kids.
Yes, of course.
Or when I
Try again. Not to cut you off. Let's try.
anybody on the line?
Let's try Lorenzo. Yes.
Lorenzo, you there?
Lorenzo.
I was just giving you compliments for the great job you're doing.
Yeah, I hear him.
I hear somebody.
Hello?
Come on, Lorenzo.
Joe.
I'm here.
You made it.
How you doing,
We
Lorenzo?
can hear you, Lorenzo. We can hear you.
I need to know, where is Nico?
Nico's here.
Nico.
Hey, Lorenzo, how are you, man?
Just
Turn it up a little bit, Johnny.
listen. Who's the best entertainer in the world? Nico. I can't hear you. Nico. Nico. Damn right, Nico. Nico.
What up? What's going on,
I
Lorenzo?
gotta tell you, you're absolutely right, man. Nico, you are worth every penny, brother.
Oh, did I pay?
You're worth a penny?
I don't know. Did I work?
Said you were.
Did you?
Two of them.
Did you hire me?
Are you one of
Are
Nico?
you kidding me? They.
You hired Nico?
Lawrence, you did my son's bar mitzvah. Justin.
Oh, part of the tribe. Baruch Hashem. What do you know? There you go. Another Jew. There it is.
Hashem, you Italian stallion.
I knew it. Hey, don't tell. We're on live. We're on live. I don't want any of my fans. These groupies. You know how they
You're
get.
the only guy I know. You're the only guy I know that's Italian from the waist down and Jewish from the waist up.
That's it. Baruch Hashem. You know it, bro. You know it, booby. How are you, man?
Let me tell you, I'm doing great, man. I want you to know that my wife is very upset that she can't get the new Range Rover for what we spent on you.
Wait, what are you going to do, bro? Save your shekels. You know what I mean, Bubby? What do you want me to tell you?
But did you have a good time? That's
See
all that
that? Did your
counts.
wife have a good time? Did I do my Nico dance on her? Did I do a little
She was
that
all
Michael
over
Jackson move I got?
Have a good time. All over you. How could she not have a good time?
Great.
Oh,
That's
he's asking.
awesome.
Oh, how nice. Oh, Lorenzo, man, I really appreciate you calling in, bro. Way
Thank
to
you,
go.
Lorenzo.
Yes, sir.
So,
I just
Nico,
want to let you guys know, thank you for everything, Nico. You are on everyone's radar, man.
Thank you, my
thank
brother.
you for calling.
Good looking. Thank you, bro.
Now, Nico,
Guys, have a good night. Good Shabbos, you Jewish bastard.
All right.
if somebody wants to hire you,
Yes.
how do they find you?
NicoNation.com. And then a number comes up, and they can either shoot me an email requesting if I'm available for that date,
Busy.
or they
I know
can
he's
call
busy
me.
because we're friends. We hang out. He's always
Yeah,
doing
no, I'm
something.
busy, which is good.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, man, absolutely.
I
Yeah,
just
I'm
give out
blessed
his
like
phone
that.
number.
Yeah, no, yeah, I'm really busy. The problem, if I may, the reason why I'm good at what I do is because I care.
There you
obviously,
go.
obviously I'm talented and all that stuff, but I don't think that even has anything to do with it. I think it's the first part is that I care.
And
so
you like
if you're
what you
getting
do.
married, it's your milestone. You're having a bar mitzvah. You waited 13 years to have me walk in to ruin that for 4 hours, 5 hours. You know, I do everything just. I treat everybody the way I would want to be treated. So when I do your event, I feel like you're my brother, you're my sister, I'm your uncle. That type of family vibe, you know, part of the mishpacha.
Let me
part of the
tell
family.
you, he put it down at my sister's wedding.
Oh, yo, I did his sister's wedding. I didn't even know it was his sister.
I
He
pull
shows up. That was
I
the
see
best.
Nico there. And I'm like, I go, he goes, what are you doing? I go, what are you doing here?
I didn't know. I
He goes,
thought he
I'm
was
the
the
DJ
I
here
thought he was the
tonight.
rabbi. I thought he was the
Hey,
pastor. I didn't know.
we got a shout out to Kenny from Wendy.
What's up,
Lofquist?
Wendy?
Lefkowitz.
Lofquist?
What's up, Wendy?
That's how we got to see the comments, I guess. This Mama
Yeah, but at least it works. At least
Yeah,
it
at
works.
least I can
Wendy,
see it here.
That's what's up.
Guys, keep the comments coming. We
Keep 'em coming,
appreciate
keep
it.
'em coming. But yeah, he slayed it. I mean, it was amazing because, I mean, I've seen him. I go to the shows. I used to always attend the supercar shows and everything like that.
But it's different when he does an event, right?
Yeah, and so this was the first time seeing him in this capacity. So I walked in. It was nice to see him, but then when he got in there and he put that Nico Nation hat on at that
It was
moment,
all over.
I mean, because he's always Nico. He's always B-Boy Nico wherever he's at. But
Yeah.
when he puts on that moment where he's putting on a show, it really is a show.
Yeah.
And so it was really amazing to see that. And then, you know, my sister was obviously surprised. She was like, how do you know him? I was like, oh, we're in the entertainment industry together.
We're
Nico,
entertainers.
do
We all know
you-
each other.
Just for our listeners and viewers, do you also arrange for lighting, the entertainment, dancers,
100%.
decorations?
I'm a full service production
service.
company. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, from
That's
soup
what I
to
wanna
nuts.
hear.
Even if you need a catering, I can supply you with catering.
Okay.
I can supply you with kosher catering. You know, you don't just have to be Jewish, if I may. You can, you know, we do, you know, normal events too, corporate, Catholic weddings.
So from A to Z, you take
A
care
to
of
Z, I can handle absolutely
abnormal.
everything.
Do you do any abnormal events?
Yes, just some things that are off color, which normally when I do events, there's the families there, everything's on film, so I'm used to not being able to curse. Sometimes people hire me to do some off color things, you know, some adult things, and then they want me to curse on the microphone. I have to like push myself to curse because that's just not in my demeanor once the lights come on and what have you. I'm normally dealing with families and that type of thing.
I remember at our Christmas party, you did a little break dance.
Yeah,
for us.
bro, I remember, bro, like it was yesterday. And then you had Michael Jackson was there. We walked in, we were like, Michael Jackson. I was like, oh my
Michael
God.
Jackson impersonator.
It's all right, though, but I kicked him out of the way. I was like, my God, yo, you never gonna dance against me, Shimon.
I got that on video. That was some night. That was the
Anyway.
last party at VIP Studio.
Yeah.
Yo, that was a great party, bro.
It really was. You had this girl that was sitting at the piano singing. She was amazing.
Yeah, she was the
Yeah.
pianist.
Yeah, but she sang. And it
That's
was
a
like,
hard
it was
word to
epic.
say.
That is, I'll tell you.
Can't say
A
that.
You
pianist.
can't say that. No, I know. She's the
Playing at the piano.
Yeah, playing at the piano. Yeah. She was a pianist.
So I think we're going to go to a commercial break.
All right.
And so everyone stay tuned so that we can continue our conversation on all things Six Borough. So hold on, everyone.
And call
stay
in.
tuned.
Call
Make sure
in.
you call in and ask questions. We really want to hear from you. That's 888-565. 888-565, and that's 1570. So make sure everyone goes ahead and dials in when you want to. 1470. I'm
That's right.
medicated.
She's
It's
taking
okay.
She's taking Medellin.
We're going to commercial. Stay tuned, everyone.
RD Promo is the premier source of unique and captivating promotional products. Whether you need gifts for trade shows, corporate giveaways, holidays, or something in between, RD Promo is committed to the best services and products for our clients. Our expert account representatives are committed to your satisfaction and are prepared to help you find the promotional bags, gift items, and products you need. Our compelling corporate gifts meet high-quality standards and are designed to work for every budget. RD Promo makes promoting your business affordable, efficient, and fun. We work with high-end clients, advertising, and marketing firms alike to craft successful marketing campaigns for brands. Small businesses, major corporations, and multinational Fortune 500 companies have trusted us for their promotional product needs. Call 1-855-915-7377 or visit our website at rdpromo.com. We all know that paper straws are terrible. They dissolve after a few minutes of being in your drink. When they dissolve, they are also releasing gluten into your drink. Gator straws are different because they are made from rice paper. Rice, like when used with sushi, it gets wet and it binds. Gator straws last at least 4 to 5 hours in a drink. Gator straws are gluten-free, manufactured with superior paper, are recyclable, animal-friendly, eco-friendly, and simply the best straw on the market. For more information, call 855-915-7377 and visit our website at www.safetyworks.com. That's www.safetyworks.com. The Safety Works line of products has been carefully tested and established as the first line of defense against the worldwide pandemic and beyond. Our high-quality FDA line of personal protection equipment will keep you, your family, and your workspace as protected as possible during these uncertain times. Call 1-855-915-7377 or visit our website at safetyworks.com. That's safety, WERCS.com.
There we go. Hey,
Here we are. Welcome back, everyone, to the Sixth Borough.
Production sleep break.
Yes, thanks for tuning in. We have with us Nico Nation and Kenny Magchop, who have been on our show before, but we always want to have them back because they're so entertaining and they offer such great, let's say, things that are going on in their world, events that are happening in the Sixth Borough. Nico, you've got a big car show that's coming up.
Yes,
what day is that going to be again?
That's going to be November 12th. That's called Supercar Saturdays. And November 13th, which is a car show only once a year, Exotics at Dania Point. That is a do not miss event. Everyone in the country is shipping their cars here. Supercars, hypercars, millions and millions of dollars worth of vehicles. Approximately 300 to 400 supercars.
And you'll be emceeing the whole event.
Yeah, I'm going to be the DJ and the host.
Do you need help? Because we can step in, you know.
100%. I would love to have you guys there as our guest celebrities.
He'll make sure everybody knows we're
with
there.
all our photo ops and stuff, you know. Maybe get Denise inside a nice Bugatti or something, you know.
We'll take some pictures in the Bugatti.
There it is.
But I got to ask you a question, though. So we're on the topic of cars. And, you know, I have to say that I'm not a Tesla girl. And I know that we have some of these Teslas that are blowing up on the West Coast from the Hurricane Ian that came by. And I'm just not sure what their future is. But all said and done with, are we going to have Teslas there? Because I just thought about it. Their reputation is not on the best right now.
There will be Teslas there, but Tesla's not a supercar.
No.
So in regards to the situation, like a supercar would be like Lamborghini, Ferrari, Bugatti. You know, those cars are going to be all up front. McLaren's exactly right.
I can't wait.
You know, all those cars are supercars. So you're actually a Tesla's almost like a
Carlo.
daily driver, if I may.
Yeah,
it's almost
okay,
like a daily
wasn't
driver.
sure.
So I
78
don't believe
Monte
that's
Carlo.
Yeah.
They're going to be there, but they're going to be way in the back.
Okay, way in the
in the
back. We
back.
don't need to see
And I
them.
tell you, the show is really cool because people bring different types of vehicles, like classics.
Right.
We have a lot of classics, a lot of muscle cars that are there.
Those are what I love.
Sure.
You actually have some lowriders that come out. It's really always great to see the lowriders out there. So you get a lot of variety of different vehicles, but then they line it up. The organizers are really good because they line it up in a way that you kind of go through history until you get to this like exotic cars.
Oh, it takes you right
the
to
peak
it,
of it. Yeah, it's really nice.
It's funny. I was talking yesterday to a kid that at work. We were talking about cars, and I'm saying to him, "Man, I wish I had the cars that I had back in the day." I mean, I had so many friggin' cars, but
That's a great question for the 6th Borough. What cars did you drive when you were younger?
oh man, I've had them all. Every muscle
Yeah,
car you can
I've had
imagine,
it
I've
all.
had.
Thank you.
Got in trouble with every one of them, but it's
Every
funny.
single one.
You don't see them on the road anymore. Even my '87 Trans Am, my Guido mobile, you never see those. I said it.
No,
You
but
never
they
see those
break,
anymore.
if I may, Joe, I think because they break down a lot. So in regards to like I had a warehouse full of classic cars.
Yeah.
Every other day one was broken, so
Yeah.
you don't see them on the road because
Now with
they
the
break.
older ones, like the ones in the '70s.
Yeah, I had
doing
like
the
a
re-
70. I had a Bandit. I had a 1970.
77.
I had a 1978.
They're doing the resto mods now. They're
with,
putting
it
all
was
the
a
modern technology in them.
6-speed.
All right, we got somebody. Joe DeLuche. Cousin Joey, what's up, buddy?
Cousin Joe.
Cousin Joey, thanks so much. One of our biggest fans. Always so loyal and so consistent in dialing in.
Yep, every week, loyal fan, my cousin. We'll see you Sunday at dinner, Joey. Bring pops.
By the way, do you need tickets to the car show?
No, it's open to the public.
It's open to
It's
the
on the
public.
Which
Which
is
is
Daniel
very, very
Point.
nice. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
you
open
just
to the public.
walk
You can
in.
It's
check.
on the arm?
You could check everything out on Facebook.
Okay.
Exotics at Dania Point. Supercar Saturdays. The organizer is named Floyd Ragg. He's the gentleman that is
going to
in
that
charge of everything. He's also an ex-Miami Dolphin. And he's
Yeah.
Dennis Rodman's best friend. So we'll have
Okay.
celebrities up there.
Well, that's
But
good
it's
to
a
know.
great family
Floyd's a
event.
great
A
guy.
lot of restaurants. Very nice, classy environment.
Dennis Rodman's going to be
Everything
we
is
should go to
wonderful.
camera. He knows me. He's been on the show a million times.
Oh yeah, I know Dennis.
I don't think he knows he's been on the show, but
He's been on VIP TV so many times.
Sure.
he's still figuring out where he is.
Yeah.
Well, with that, thank you so much for sharing that. Everyone, don't
Absolutely.
forget, you can actually go to Daniel Point, and that is the Exotic Car Show. Got to
you
make sure
going,
you're all
Kenny?
going out there.
Yeah, I'll be there.
I'm going too.
Yeah, it's going to be a movie.
So going back to the days of when we were younger,
Yes.
We have the holidays that are coming, and Halloween sets the stage. And we were younger, we're thinking about the 6th Borough life. Do you remember the winters, or do you
Yeah.
remember Halloween being cold?
Every rain, every Halloween was rain, ice cold, whatever costume you had on, you had to put it over your winter jacket or what have you. So it was a mess.
No,
it was
I
almost
gotta
you're better
ask-
off going as a garbage bag.
Where
I don't
were you-
know.
Where were you brought up? Upstate New York.
I was born upstate New York. So
Yeah,
I
it's
was born-
colder there.
Yeah, Buffalo, New York is where I was born.
yeah.
Oh, that's super cold.
Super
But
cold.
here's the thing.
It was just starting to get cold where I live.
We
Yeah,
had this
no,
thing
it's
called Indian Summer. Did you guys have
Yes,
that?
yes, we did. I was just talking about that.
I think it happens everywhere.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure.
Potentially
no, just in
speaking.
his neighborhood.
Ever since I found,
So he doesn't get out much, folks. Check him out. Kenny doesn't know where he's at.com. Here we are. Look at them look on his face. Look at
ever
him.
since the ever since the whole daylight saving time things, I started questioning everything. I was like, wait a minute.
Are you my
know about
father?
that? Are you my dad?
Am I
Indian
adopted?
Summer, yes. Indian Summer was a beautiful time of year.
When it happens, it's
I
not all
just-
the time, but it
But
can
isn't
happen.
that end of October?
It's in October towards that. Well, like when I was just up there, I was just in New York, October 7th, and it was beautiful. The leaves were changing. The weather was perfect.
yeah.
Well, our weather's going to be changing here in the 6th Borough.
When?
Typically right around November 15th,
What is it
November
gonna be,
20th,
70?
we
And
start
it's
getting,
70s, and everybody starts putting coats on.
well,
down
it gets
here.
drier. It
Yeah.
gets definitely drier here, and then we get into some wet weather into the month of December.
Already now, it's not as humid.
Already feel it, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
whenever
but you
there's a
know-
northeaster, we always get some nice, cool weather down here, so we get impacted when they get impacted.
Oh, they're
The
gonna get
weird thing
pounded
about
again this
Florida
winter.
is that 50 degrees in Florida is not like 50 degrees in Chicago or New York.
No,
'Cause
they're
I've
in
been
shorts.
New York. Yeah, you could wear shorts and maybe like a two t-shirts or something, maybe a sweatshirt in like 50-degree weather up there. Down here, 50-degree weather is like bone-jarring cold. It's like a different type of
Because
cold.
you're so used to it being hot. That's why.
No, I'm telling you, when you're in 50 degrees up north, and then you're in 50 degrees down Florida, it's a totally different feeling.
This is
Look at Nico.
I don't even know what show
Somebody
this guy's
call in
on,
and
all right?
vouch
I
for
don't know
this.
you were
I'm
licking
telling
smoke.
you.
What's in here? Straight up whiskey. It's empty. I'll tell you that right now. He was doing lines.
everyone. That was Kenny Magchop.
It's his own.
It's a dry heat.
Right. Now
like,
listen,
okay.
once we get below 70 here, all the boots, girls, women, they pull out their boots. We love our boots. We don't get a chance to wear
yes.
them.
Yeah.
I need somebody to call in and verify this because I'm telling you, it's not the same. It's not.
All right,
Well,
I'm going
it's-
to agree with you,
it's-
Kenny, because I'm sitting closest to you.
When it hits 60 here, people freak out.
Yes,
very
100%.
cold.
Absolutely.
That's
Get
cold.
I mean-
but I think the one thing when I moved down here, you're probably going to vouch for this. I still had the anticipation when I first moved down here, when I would come out of a store, that really cold air that would hit you.
Yes, and you
Yeah.
don't get
I
it.
had that sensation for the longest time while living down here. Finally went away, but I think the other thing is just watching how they decorate the palm trees with the lights.
Yeah.
That was just bizarre.
Yeah.
That was a really
I remember
bizarre
some
thing.
nights riding at night, how cold it was. Remember some of those nights?
course.
Oh, man, freezing. You can't bundle up enough.
Oh,
But
yeah,
he-
you guys go riding together.
Yeah,
right?
we ride motorcycles together.
But I
yeah.
remem- but
We're
I
part of a
remem-
biker gang. We started our own. All right, bro. What do you got?
But
Facial
I
hair? You can't
remember,
join.
Like you were saying, walking, especially in the city in the wintertime, how bitter cold it was.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
no,
that wind.
bitter.
You used to have to duck in like
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
walk doorways just to warm up a little bit.
We called it the
Absolutely.
hawk,
Right?
and it was because it felt like it was tearing at your face. The wind.
Exactly. Yeah.
So South Florida people don't even want to drive when it's raining. Just so I'm sure you guys know
Yeah.
that.
It's
It's not that
driving
they
in a
don't want to;
snowstorm?
they can't.
Oh, they can't drive. Right? Yeah, they don't know how to drive these South
I-
Floridians.
Hazard lights go on.
when I first moved down here,
Yeah, they put those hazards on.
I used to go up north every Christmas up until 89, 99. First 4 years, I went up there for Christmas. And then I just said, I can't do it anymore. It's too freaking cold, man. And then one year they got slammed with a snowstorm. And I said, I'm staying here for Christmas. I'll go up there in the summertime or the fall, but I'm not going up there in the winter.
My wife and kids had never seen snow, and I took them up to Chicago in April.
And you got
Lo
some
and behold,
snow.
it snowed.
No way.
Yeah, it snowed. Oh my God.
Only in
kids-
Chicago.
My kids went.
Chicago
sort of,
special.
They sort of snow. They go, okay, that's enough. We don't want to see it anymore.
Yeah.
But honestly, though, there's nothing like the holidays in the city, New
Yeah,
York City.
exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
you know, between the Christmas tree lighting at Rockefeller Center, and
Yeah,
then of
absolutely.
course, you know, you
Beautiful.
have the Thanksgiving Day Macy's Parade,
Right.
which I
Gorgeous.
personally have attended easily about maybe 20 times in my life.
Wow.
Yeah,
me.
it was a
I
big
watch
tradition
it
in
on
my
TV.
family.
I don't go to that.
can't
No, I've
help
watched it my
I
whole
gotta
life.
watch it.
Absolutely.
I
I've
don't
never
go
been
to-
there.
I-
It was a tradition
Let
in
me
our
tell you
family.
that the ideal date, you definitely, gonna get some action after this date. You go to see the Rockettes.
That's another thing. Yeah,
Si-
Radio City.
Radio City. You go see the tree, Rockefeller Center. You take a buggy ride in Central Park.
Yeah.
And go get
Straight to
dinner.
the
It's
hotel.
not there anymore. Tavern on the Green. It's not there anymore. Guaranteed. Sorry, Freddie.
Well, honestly, they all said and done with, those are things that I do miss.
Yeah.
But I don't
I
mind
miss the
going
city.
for a week and then coming right back home. Now,
Right,
I don't
but
need
it's
to
very
stay.
nice to visit. I'd rather visit than live there.
I
That
like to
daily
visit.
hustle is ridiculous.
Well, I don't know what's going on in Manhattan now, but I heard.
Still the same.
Yeah. But
I don't know.
heard-
The
It's like
last time I
Disney.
was
I
in
was
New
just there.
York-
I just did a big event there last month. It's like
changed?
Disney. Yeah, there's people smoking weed everywhere. People
Yeah.
dressed in costumes.
That's the weird thing.
I don't even know what's going
They're
on.
all high.
Walking down the street, and cops right there and everything. It's
Well, it's legal.
completely
It's
there.
legal.
So it's still.
It's
strange
bizarre to
see
me
that.
too. I know.
It's
I know, especially when this one girl was doing. Anyway,
No, but I know what Denise is saying. Nothing like winter in New York City.
And the
it's
shopping,
really
the Christmas
cool.
shopping.
right, of course.
And running from
shorts,
and running from the
Schwartz.
cops when you had a joint and they chased you.
Yeah, right.
Now you don't do that anymore. So you look around and says they're gonna chase me. No, it's legal.
Yes, exactly.
The cops don't even care in New York anymore.
No, they should care less.
They figure I'm going to arrest them. They're going to get out.
But they're
in a couple
super
hours.
young, beyond young, like early
18.
20s. Yeah,
The
I
cops?
mean,
Yeah.
oh
The
my
cops?
God. I mean, I
Because
know.
there's a
Because
shortage.
nobody else wants to do it.
Yeah, who wants to jeopardize their life
They're all high.
for
I
30
mean, I
grand a
know.
year? What is that?
How's Chicago in the winters, summer times? I mean,
Well, Chicago's,
Christmas time.
Chicago's Christmases are beautiful. I mean, you get the
Yeah.
the snowfall. We get that heavy snow. The only thing is the wind. It's really
The windy city.
Well,
Yeah.
you know, it's funny. Chicago is only called the windiest city because of the politicians, not because
You
of
know,
the wind.
I had an argument with a friend of mine because
Yeah.
of that.
It's actually the 14th
he's right then.
windiest
I was
city
wrong.
in the United States.
He's right. I was wrong. I said it's the windy city, idiot, because it's on the.
Yeah, no, I mean, listen, that wind will knock you over.
And
That's
then
when
he
I
said
first
no,
moved
it's
to
because of the
Florida.
politicians. I didn't know
It's
that.
because
Did
of the
you?
politicians. Yeah, it's that's why.
This is
And-
from a Chicago guy.
There
so
you go.
good deal.
Yeah, we're the 14th windiest city. Well, Chicago's 14th windiest city, and I think somewhere in Minnesota is the first windiest city in America. But Yeah, that's
So the wind blows hard there.
No windier
The wind
than a
blows hard
hurricane
there.
that
So the
comes
best thing to
through.
do is to date a girl from, what did you say, Michigan? What did you say?
They're Cubs fan. They're not expecting a ring. No.
But the holidays
Joe's
there.
face. Did I say something wrong?
No, I'm just laughing at it.
The holidays there are just something. If you haven't experienced it, you should. We have so many now people that have come that are from the north that now live here in the Sixth Borough.
That's why we came up with the name.
We came up with the name the Sixth Borough because of all the transplants that were coming here.
Absolutely.
But the Sixth Borough belongs to everyone because it's a city that no one really knows where it's from. It's for all of us that have been within a city and now have moved down to South
You're
Florida.
right. It's changed a lot because from the beginning, it was all New Yorkers down here. Now people from everywhere are coming here.
Well, it's a state to live in.
Yeah.
It's like a witness protection program, right, Joe?
Everybody comes
I'm just saying the gated community, everybody waving the bit.
Yeah,
We're from a
everybody
place we're like,
comes
yeah,
in.
what are you
And
waving at, bro?
everybody
What are
comes
you-
and
hey,
brings-
what's up with this guy
everybody comes
waving?
and brings their scam to South Florida.
Absolutely, that's
Yeah.
it.
They're running from something. But yes, actually, we have so many events down here during the holidays in the Sixth Borough. And I mean, one of our most signature events that no other place in the north can do is that we have a Winterfest boat parade.
That's coming up, isn't it?
Yes.
Coming up. So that parade is the first or second weekend in December.
Yes.
And it's a Friday night.
Friday
Or
and
it's a Saturday.
Saturday.
It's a Saturday night. Friday
Yeah,
night.
it's
There's
2
one
nights.
event. There's several events that lead up.
Friday's the gala.
It's December 3rd or 4th.
It's actually
Third or the
it's
fourth?
not the gala, but it is. I think it's like the captain's night, and then they have the next day is the actual parade. But I mean
And what
that
is the
parade
dress up,
itself.
the ball they have. The
The ball itself is called the Winterfest Gala, and that's 2 weeks
We
before.
used to go to that every year.
Yeah, I still do that. But all said and done with, that's an event that's really a beautiful
Are you
event to
taking,
see.
are you
Yes, it
taking
is.
me this year?
I don't know if I'm going this year.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll see.
That means no.
We'll see.
You can
We'll
go
see.
all, and there's different places in all throughout, like, what is it, Broward County from Fort Lauderdale all the way up to Deerfield, right?
All the waterways has something.
Yeah,
but the
Boca
biggest
has,
of the events is
Boca
the one.
has a parade. Boca
Boca
parade.
has one.
Yeah, they have the
Talking
smaller
Intercoastal.
version. So they actually have, boats, yachts, north of 70 feet. I mean, it's just really, really big yachts that come
Seriously
through.
decorated, too.
Yes, and they're all
beautiful.
decorated as
Yeah,
theme.
no,
And
absolutely.
they compete against each other.
Joey. Is it Joey back
Somebody
at
there?
I was going to say Joey Bagadon.
Anybody there?
Hey, Joey, where you at?
Cuz, JR, it's me.
Hey, Joey Delouche live.
Joey!
What's happening, cuz?
How are you?
Good. How you doing, buddy?
Not much.
This is the
Good to
biggest,
see- hi, Denise.
the biggest,
Hi.
the biggest fan of the show right here. My cousin Joe DeLucia.
Good old Joe.
Yeah, well, I'm a little prejudiced, but hey, I love you anyway.
Okay. So what do you like about the show the most, besides Denise?
Just the variety of stuff, man. I
Thank you.
just love all little different trinkets, man. You talk about. It's great.
Yeah, we try to keep it real here. Well, Joe, I'm going to see you Sunday. Thank you for calling in.
Oh, yeah, the kids are coming Sunday?
Of
Okay.
course, yeah. We'll see you there.
Not bad, all right?
All right, buddy. Take care. Thank you.
Take care.
Take care. Thanks for calling in.
Thank you, JoJo.
See you Sunday.
Bye-bye, sweetheart.
Bye-bye. So, one of the things from nostalgia, here we are in the Sixth Borough. We try to bring back a lot of that nostalgia of being in the 70s and 80s up north. But there's one really big, outside of the experience of watching the Thanksgiving Day Parade, was looking at Macy's windows.
Yeah.
That was a big deal because they were so decorated and
yeah,
they had
amazing.
Time that went into that.
like theme parks that were in there, and it was just the antique dolls.
And
It was
then-
just amazing.
Then remember Gimbals? They used to compete.
Gimbals,
they
that's
used
right.
To compete with Macy's.
Yep. That was actually Miracle on 34th Street was about that.
Yep.
Between Gimbals and Macy's and how they competed
God,
against
I'm
each
old.
other.
Nobody remembers Gimbals.
Those movies are still being seen. Those movies
No, those
are
those are classics. Absolutely.
those are the classics.
Yeah.
You don't not see those.
Yeah.
That sets the stage for the winter or the holidays. I mean, I'm already watching Hallmark in the Christmas.
Ugh, bah humbug.
Oh boy, here we go. I like watching those.
watch
It makes
Die
my
Hard,
house
this
feel like
Christmas
I'm in the
movie.
mood.
That's Die Hard's a good
Die Hard's a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Oh, Die Hard is?
Yeah, Die Hard is, yeah.
Die Hard is a
It's
Christmas
a Christmas movie because it happened at a Christmas party.
Yeah.
Right.
And
And
it came
Elvis,
out on
Elvis
Christmas.
Blue Christmas is the
There's actually a debate of people that don't call it a Christmas movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's a whole thing about that.
And then Ralphie,
Yeah.
that shoots your eye out, he just came out with a new movie, right? The Christmas Story? No, he did.
Which one?
Seriously,
Shoot Your Eye
the
Out,
Christmas
kid.
Story.
Yeah.
You know, the little boy Ralphie. He's like, oh, I want a gun, a BB gun. No, you can't have a BB gun. You shoot your
Oh,
eye out,
that's-
kid.
oh, yeah.
That the man himself, he grew up. Obviously, he's a man now, but he has a Christmas special coming out now.
Oh, really?
Just so you check out for that. Yeah, it's coming out this year.
I gotta tell you, I always thought it was a little messed up.
Well, I say our special effects department is really.
Somebody let
That guy's
the
got to stop going out back.
T-Rex is
Who
here.
let the dog out?
No, listen, we have a budget here, folks. We need some sponsors. I'm going to tell you that right now because our sound guy, he's going to take 3 days off and he's going to quit. I'm going to tell you that right now because if not,
guess
he's
he's
fired.
hungry.
We only had the holiday. Listen, well, Halloween was last week, right? So we got some CDs of some sounds. We're looking for an audience.
Nico, so just a little tidbit now. Give a little talk about what we're talking about doing. We don't want to give it away, though. But
All right, so Joe and I like to curse. What I really want to tell you people, I'm not saying it directly. You know what I mean? Fill in the blanks and the pauses of where the curse word goes. But anyway, Joe and I are going to we're going to sit down and break down exactly what we're going to do. A show where callers call in and we discuss actually the problems in your life, and then we basically verbally abuse you and try to guide you. Guide you in the right direction. The problem is half you guys are like retarded. The guys who are married with their wives, we know you people. They tell you, I don't know if you can say that.
You allowed to say that word?
I don't know. Less educated than some of us. But nonetheless, we're going to guide you in the right direction and tell you exactly what's wrong with you and be very frank with you and just tell you straight to the point.
it should last more.
It's going to be really,
should
really.
last a half hour.
and
Wait a minute, wait a
comedic
minute.
route.
Let me get this right. I'm calling this guy, and he's going to insult me.
Yeah, no, I mean, you're going
he's
to tell me
gonna
what's
tell me
wrong
how
with
it
you.
is?
Yeah, you're going to call in and you're going to tell me, like, you know, your wife's complaining. She's constantly yelling at you. And then we're going to guide you in the right direction in a comedic explanation. Right, Joe? Isn't that
Yeah.
something like
But with some really
Straightforward.
some truth? You know, some
hard
truth to it. You know,
You
a
know
little,
what I mean?
a little slap in the face with some truth. You know what
You
I
know,
mean?
this girl, she did this, she cheated on me. Oh, stop dating strippers, you idiot.
Right, exactly. And then, no, he's pathetic. So he's like, no, I didn't know what to do. I kept giving her money.
You know, sometimes you got to have that. Because, you know, it's funny. I was reading this thing the other day, and it was talking about how our generation, we're the generation that we didn't have, like, the mental health programs.
No,
that
you were
they
just a
had.
retard,
We talked
right?
about that last
So,
week.
yeah,
How
that-
funny.
it was like you got your butt whooped until you learn how to whoop butt, but you learn how to not say things, what to say, what
Yeah.
not to say.
Right,
We had-
right,
we
right. Yeah, there was
basically,
none
you
of
know,
that.
Yeah.
The streets taught us our
I
mental
say,
health.
I say to my kids, you know, sometimes.
What, are you
they,
retarded?
They talk to me fooling, you know, kidding around and stuff. I
Yeah.
go, man, if I would have kidded around with my dad like that, I'd have no teeth.
Commercial.
Yeah, definitely.
We're almost done
All right,
here.
let's take a commercial break.
Yes, we're going to go to commercial break. Everyone, please stay tuned. We'll be right back.
RD Promo is the premier source of unique and captivating promotional products. Whether you need gifts for trade shows, corporate giveaways, holidays, or something in between, RD Promo is committed to the best services and products for our clients. Our expert account representatives are committed to your satisfaction and are prepared to help you find the promotional bags, gift items, and products you need. Our compelling corporate gifts meet high quality standards and are designed to work for every budget. RD Promo makes promoting your business affordable, efficient, and fun. We work with high-end clients, advertising, and marketing firms alike to craft successful marketing campaigns for brands. Small businesses, major corporations, and multinational Fortune 500 companies have trusted us for their promotional product needs. Call 1-855-915-7377 or visit our website at rdpromo.com. We all know that paper straws are terrible. They dissolve after a few minutes of being in your drink. When they dissolve, they are also releasing gluten into your drink. Gator straws are different because they are made from rice paper. Rice, like when used with sushi, it gets wet and it binds. Gator straws last at least 4 to 5 hours in a drink. Gator straws are gluten-free, manufactured with superior paper, are recyclable, animal-friendly, eco-friendly, and simply the best straw on the market. For more information, call 855-915-7377 and visit our website at www.safetyworks.com. That's www.safetyworks.com. The Safety Works line of products has been carefully tested and established as the first line of defense against the worldwide pandemic and beyond. Our high-quality FDA line of personal protection equipment will keep you, your family, and your workspace as protected as possible during these uncertain times. Call 1-855-915-7377 or visit our website at safetyworks.com. That's safety, WERCS.com.
Yo, Garcia.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Sixth Borough. Can you believe that the show is almost over?
It is over.
We only got 2 minutes left, and we have to thank our guests here with us today for giving us some really old school, nostalgic thoughts about, what it's like living in the city, the holidays that are coming. Thank you so much, Nico, for being here. Kenny, thank you for being here as well. Don't forget, we have events that are coming up. Nico talked about the exotic car event that's going on. And make sure one more time, where would you go to see this?
Yes, exotic Supercar Saturdays, which is in the shops of Pembroke Gardens on November 12th. November 13th is Exotics at Dania Point, which is at the corner of Sterling Road and 95. That's going to be an all-day event, and it's only once a year. So it's going to be a movie.
Well, thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see everyone that's there. Go ahead, take it away.
Thank you for coming, guys. I can't wait for the car show. Kenny, thanks again for coming. And you guys stick around. We got something really cool coming up.
I'm not going anywhere.
Stay tuned, everyone. We're going to be talking about how many dating sites are out there, and I promise you a bunch of belly laughs. So stay tuned. Don't go away.
Whoop, whoop.
Hey, thanks for riding the Sixth Borough Radio Show. We hope that you will stay with us for part 2 of the show on Power Up Radio. Let's get your weekend started with a little bit of laughs and plenty of sauce.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Join Margaritaville at Sea and sing along to the sweet melodies of famed country artist Mac McAnally of Jimmy Buffett's Coral Reefer Band this November. Be sure to book early to take advantage of special pricing. An award-winning songwriter, instrumentalist, producer, and artist, Mac McAnally has released successful solo albums, written a parade of hits that include #1 singles for Kenny Chesney, Alabama, Sawyer Brown, and Shenandoah, and toured the world as part of Jimmy Buffett's Coral Reefer Band since the 1990s. Sailing out of the port of Palm Beach, join Margaritaville at Sea for this special event happening November 16th through the 18th. Visit margaritavillatsea.com to learn more.
South Florida's Good Time Oldies is here. WWNN Pompano Beach, a VCMG live radio station. The new Oldies 95.3 and 96.9.
RD Promo is the premier source of unique and captivating promotional products. Whether you need gifts for trade shows, corporate giveaways, holidays, or something in between, RD Promo is committed to the best services and products for our clients. Our expert account representatives are committed to your satisfaction and are prepared to help you find the promotional bags, gift items, and products you need. Our compelling corporate gifts meet high-quality standards and are designed to work for every budget. RD Promo makes promoting your business affordable, efficient, and fun. We work with high-end clients, advertising, and marketing firms alike to craft successful marketing campaigns for brands. Small businesses, major corporations, and multinational Fortune 500 companies have trusted us for their promotional product needs. Call 1-855-915-7377 or visit our website at rdpromo.com. We all know that paper straws are terrible. They dissolve after a few minutes of being in your drink. When they dissolve, they are also releasing gluten into your drink. Gator straws are different because they are made from rice paper. Rice, like when used with sushi, it gets wet and it binds. Gator straws last at least 4 to 5 hours in a drink. Gator straws are gluten-free, manufactured with superior paper, are recyclable, animal-friendly, eco-friendly, and simply the best straw on the market. For more information, call 855-915-7377 and visit our website at www.safetyworks.com. That's www.safetyworks.com. The Safety Works line of products has been carefully tested and established as the first line of defense against the worldwide pandemic and beyond. Our high-quality FDA line of personal protection equipment will keep you, your family, and your workspace as protected as possible during these uncertain times. Call 1-855-915-7377 or visit our website at safetyworks.com. That's safety, WERCS.com.
This program is furnished by AMP2TV.Square.
The content, information, and opinions expressed during the related show are those of the show personalities and guest alone, and not those of Vic Canellis Media Group, its parent, affiliates, or stations. VCMG Live is not responsible for any content, information, or opinions expressed. User bears full responsibility for their reliance on such content, information, or opinions.
Let's get your weekend started on Fridays with your one and only new host, Denise. Bringing you amped, raw, and fun energy to entertain as you end your week to welcome your weekend. Denise will bring you friends, celebrities, entrepreneurs, topic experts, musicians, foodies, local events, news, and much more to educate, celebrate, motivate, relax, and relate. As she says, let's make your mess your message. So let's get this party started. Here's Denise.
Hi everyone, welcome back. So this is the second half of our show, call up the Power Up Hour. This is where we actually have moments of, we bring some motivation, some education with laughter, and we talk about many different things, trending topics that are out there. And I have a knack of finding different topics to talk about, so I love to bring it, and we all have an opportunity to join in on some of the trending topics that have been very interesting, but at the same time have been very comedic. So make sure you stay tuned and listen to, because this upcoming show, we're going to be talking about dating sites. How many are out there? The questions you always wanted to have answered, and the mystery can be solved, and also give you some of the most, excuse me, I'm having a sore throat here. Work with me, folks. Most of the sites that we have are the most strangest sites that people will never think exist out there. So stay tuned, and I want to hear from you. And if you have an experience on a certain site that we're going to be talking about and bring up, please make sure you dial in. I want to hear your experience, and that's 888-565-1470. I promise you it's going to be a lot of fun. So with that, we have a couple of things that we want to mention. Once again, we're celebrating 1 year. Is that right?
1 year anniversary, yep.
1 year anniversary. And where are we right now?
Where are we?
We're at the new studio here. Okay, we're at the new
I
studio.
thought we moved to something.
We did move. We did. He's tuning in and out. Okay,
No,
we'll just keep it.
We're at the new studio. We're still sitting here. We're here. We forgot to mention earlier, well, this is a new show, but next Friday is Veterans Day, isn't it?
That is. Yep, next Friday is Veterans Day.
That's where my mind was going. I wonder if we have to work on
That's
that.
the it's the ADHD
That was
kicking in,
last
folks.
week's
That
show.
was last week's show. And we firmly believe that he has ADHD.
I'm with you. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's okay. That's good.
I'm dying to see what he dated.
Oh my. It's a delayed reaction. So we also want to talk about how Halloween came and went, and it was a very nice Halloween, and now here we are in the holiday season.
Yes.
Traditionally, Halloween pretty much sets the tone for the rest of the year, all the way up until New Year's. I can't believe that this year went as fast as it did.
It did go fast.
It really did. We thought like COVID was bad, but this year was a real biatch
I
too.
feel like COVID dragged.
I don't know, but this year was a tough year. I think people are just getting acclimated and overcoming COVID. People are just trying to be human again and be social.
Yeah, at least the
So-
masks are over. That
Yeah.
mask thing killed me.
Oh, wow. It's been a tough year, but I think hopefully we can end this year and say that perhaps next year will be even better for many of us.
Yeah.
Right?
23 is going to be a monster year.
It's going to be a monster year. I'm going to wish that and put that out there for everyone. A monster year for all of you that are listening. By the way, if you want to know...
And Nico's going to DJ the New Year's Eve party.
You
Yes.
know it. Whoop,
Yes.
whoop.
So if you want to be able to see the face that matches the name, by all means, go to our website. It's www.powerupradiotv.com. You can also go to Facebook and see us live as well under Power Up Radio TV. And you can see us as well on our YouTube, Power Up Radio TV. So this is just the beginning. We're going to be stretching our reach. We're going to be putting ourselves in more distribution so you can have others listening into us as well. I'm super excited. We mentioned that. We're going to have a lot to talk about.
A lot of action happening.
A lot of action happening, and we're going to be having events here in the studio,
When?
whereby we're going to, what's that?
When?
Well, that's going to be coming. That's your department.
We're going to probably start all that after the New Year.
Okay. After you
We
heard it, folks.
We got a lot planned for the holidays that we're going to be bringing you. So after the New Year, we're going to do the new shows.
I love it. We're going to be celebrating 100th show on December 22nd.
Ming.
100th
Wow,
show.
that's great.
Yep. So those of you that are listening, I'm super stoked about that. There it is. So, are we ready to go to our topic? I mean, I'm ready to roll with this.
You are the expert on this topic.
I'm the expert. Did you see that? Oh, he just slipped that right in.
Boy, she's been on them all. You might know her. That's where we know her from. That's why we know her. When you pick up plenty of fish, her face comes up. That's why, all the dating sites, her face comes up.
Okay.
Longest member.
I thought I saw you on a few on there.
You know, I had a girl, and I knew the scratch and sniff. She was swiping left. She was like, "Get the hell out of here!" Look at him.
But you know, the dating pool in these times, statistically speaking, it's very, very much so never been easier to find a date because there's so many singles.
Right.
But no one's dating at the same
it's
time.
terrible.
There are a lot more
That's
singles
why.
than ever than before. And I don't know why. I mean, it's just the way I think things are between coming out of COVID and people just getting out of a whole bunch of messes and finding their own rhythm. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of singles. And it's really hard to find a date, if you want to say organically, or just if you're out in your neighborhood or out and about. And a really quick story, my girlfriend once said, oh, try to meet someone organically. And I really had to think about that.
Where's that? In the farm?
Publix.
In my head,
Home
like,
Depot,
that's
Home Depot on Saturday.
exactly what I said. I turned around.
Broad.
I turned around and said, does that mean I got to hang out at Whole Foods to get someone to date organically? But really that was saying is, as opposed to like just going out and about and meeting people in your community, whether it be at a lounge, a bar, going food shopping, going to Starbucks or going wherever, that's pretty much where it is. But the statistics says that right now, that the best way to date is through online app dating.
I find
Yes.
that very hard.
We have a question from
so
the
bizarre.
galley.
I find that very hard because if I may, I'm judging you just by your beauty. You know what I'm saying? Let's say you don't have an engine, like you cross reference to a car. It's a beautiful car, and I didn't pop the hood. There's no engine. So basically, what I mean by a woman would be like local la cabeza, like
Yeah, you
you
can
know what
see
I mean,
through
like
one ear to
crazy.
the other, to the
Yeah,
other
no,
side.
it's like unbelievable.
Folks, I have no idea what he just said.
Okay.
But we're going to let that slide.
I got a question.
Well, we have a question.
You're a beautiful girl, but a dummy.
yeah,
Uncle
like
Freddie.
yeah, you're a pretty girl, but in regards to the picture,
just not very bright, not a dummy.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a question. Is it true that Costco has become the #1 dating site in Florida?
Costco?
And I'll tell you why.
Costco.
Costco.
News to me.
You have food in Costco. You know those tasting things?
yes.
So when you meet somebody who's tasting something,
You
go over and say, how is that? And then you say, she'll tell you good, bad, or indifferent. He says, really, do you like this? Why don't we go to the next one? And all of a sudden, I know four people that are dating because of Costco. How weird is that?
interesting you should say that.
though?
Okay,
'Cause I
so
don't
No,
see
these
that.
are younger than me people.
Oh, really?
So is it because you know 4 people, or is this actual statistic
I
that's
actually
going
know
on?
5, but thank you for playing. Yes. But is that like the latest thing? Is that what's going?
Well,
Because the
interesting
date
you
sites
should
are.
say that. There is an app that we're going to
See?
go over.
Costco app?
That.
Costco app?
It's not a Costco app, but it is an app centered around food. That if you have, well, I won't go into. We'll wait till we get there.
Well,
but
technically, a date, you go out to dinner, right?
at Costco,
No.
That's a Joe date. That's a
first
Joe
date
date.
is usually dinner, right?
Yes, a hot
Yeah.
dog at Costco is $1.50 with a soda.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, yes. And they're not going to raise the price. They said. Just say they're not raising the price.
Never raising the prices.
Well, thing about Nico, what he's saying is that and if you're on a dating site, then you're looking at the image right first. Well,
It's very shallow.
realistically, is it though? Because if you think about it, when you're out in the street and you see a girl you like, it's because you're attracted
No,
to her.
but then
So
let's just
ding, 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 ding.
you're gonna go hit on her.
Right, but no, but there could be
And what
things
you're
that turn
saying,
you
you
off.
can't
Let's
go
just
by
say
those-
she has a hiccup, she twitches. I don't know what the hell's wrong with her. I'm just telling you.
Can't
So
go by the pictures anyway.
I can't.
I
No,
know
the
that
picture like
firsthand.
in, and then all of a sudden, you know what I mean? They're a little mentally challenged.
Well, yeah, that's why I feel like the.
They could be mentally challenged. How do I know you don't stutter? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I know I
Ladies,
can't
if
deal
you're
with
out
it.
there,
What
can
if you have a
please
tick?
give in a call,
What if you got a tick?
888-565-1470. You need to give a call and back me up here. I'm the only female here. I'm the only one that
And what
has...
dating site are you on, Denise, so I can go holla at you and see if you like? How many likes so I can like? Look at this, a scratch and sniff. This is disgusting. Go to Denise's page, scratch and sniff,
Oh, Lord.
Denise,
Well,
would you ever
You smoke a
answer
phone.
anybody if you were on a dating site? What would you look for? A guy to answer?
Yeah, what do you look for on a dating site?
What do I look for on a dating site?
Yeah.
A job.
Well, yes,
You got a job?
That's good.
I have an
That's
entire...
the truth. Stop
well-
right now, Denise. We love you. Hold that thought. I'll answer for her. You better have a friggin' job, bro, because these bills ain't going to pay themselves. And she looks pretty expensive. I'll tell you that right now. She got some Gucci, Fanucci, Kunanucci. I don't even know what's going on.
Oh, gosh.
So true.
It's so true. Yeah. Okay. Well, if you're asking me how do I manage if I'm on a dating site, well, there's a whole bunch of things, and I should write a story or a book about this. But there is a process. Yes, you first see the person and what they look like. For me personally, I look for teeth. I look for, yeah. I mean, there are certain things. There are certain things that women look for. They really do.
You look for
So
teeth.
it could be eyes. Wait, what'd you just say?
She's a little older.
She doesn't want to.
They gotta have
I'll
teeth.
tell you right now. son of a bitch. I'm gonna gum her all night. I'll tell you right now. I got some teeth in my. I got
look
summer
for
teeth. Summer in my
If
pocket.
the guy's picture looks like a New York subway ad with the missing teeth, she's
No,
not going
no,
for it.
no.
Where
I'm
are
just
the
saying, You
teeth?
can look at their hygiene, if they're neat,
Yes,
if they're
yeah.
clean.
He's a guy with straight teeth.
You know what I'm
Certain
saying?
things turn people off.
What about
Yeah.
a grill?
No, that doesn't work. But I mean, actually, I actually would I will read the summary. and I will look to see if it's actually written correctly, if it's grammatically correct.
Right. Girls
Right,
hate-
I will
hate
do that.
Mentally challenged people.
Would you ask them like their horoscopes and stuff? Do you do that?
I'm not that kind of person,
No,
but
but
quite
it says it
frankly,
right there, I think.
these
And
sites
their
do
age.
allow for you to put in there information that's relative to you. So yes, it would be your sign. It could be, of course, your preferences. It could be your education. It could be what your political stance is. There's a whole bunch of
Religion.
things. Your religion,
Joe,
yeah.
there's a message there
Somebody
for you.
said, gotta check the teeth.
Who is it? Doesn't say who it is.
Doesn't say who it is, but I'm with you. Got to check the teeth. So anyway, moving forward, and I love these questions. Anyone has a question out there, you better be dialing 888-565-1470. So most of the people that go on these sites, truthfully, bottom line is they are looking for a meaningful connection. Honestly, that is really the goal, all right? And they're hoping when you're on there that you do find a match or you find someone that is maybe your soulmate or whatever you want to call it, but that's the intentions when everyone goes on those sites. Now, if you want to find someone organically, as we mentioned before, the setting is pretty much like you said, Nico, it's a dead sea because it's just, you see the face and there's not much more that comes from that.
Right.
So you really are gambling on just on a picture.
Sure.
And how they wrote. And then from there, perhaps the dialogue that you have after that, because now you're interested in chatting with each other. Right. But the websites and app have made it very easy to be able to scope out different options, which was what your question was before, because you can actually put in your profile your preferences. And that's pretty much very common. But what's getting very, very interesting is the fact that one of the best ways to date with online is becoming one of the best ways. In reality, it works. So 4% on one of the sites called Match. You've heard of Match?
Yeah.
Right. So Match, they are accounted for, or actually, they are responsible for 4% of the marriages in the country.
And how much percentage of the divorce?
I didn't go there. I'm just saying what the result was. I'm just saying. But if they were dating and it was serious, 9 times out of 10 they will jump back on the site.
What do they tell the kids when the kids go, how'd you mom and dad meet?
Oh, I got a story about that.
Oh,
I
on Match.
swiped right. I swiped right on your mother every night. I was swiping right on your mother. She wouldn't. Swiped right on that mother. Your mother, which is your mother? That one, I swiped it. My finger like this.
A lot of these sites have, like where they pair you, right? And I've never done this, but I've seen.
Yeah,
enough
you
clips.
Yeah.
I actually never
Yeah, I know.
have.
Look at this guy.
Yeah.
Find it
With that
bizarre.
Fu Manchu thing you got going on, you've been on some kind of sites we don't know about.
We've seen your picture in many sites. Many sites, we've seen your picture.
So in all of this, what I wanted to do was pretty much talk about the different types of sites, the 10, let's say the 14 best sites that are out there.
Let's hear it.
14.
Is inmate.com one of them?
14
Yes.
sites.
I knew it.
Denise, you're up to 14 sites. You're still single. What's going on here,
14
folks?
Listen, they
Bring
have
the
a
camera
site-
back over here.
they have a site,
Listen, Mayday,
inmate.com.
alert. You got a single, beautiful woman right down, and she's prime pickings right now. I'm telling you right now, you're not fruit. It gets
14
old. Let's go.
sites.
She's young. She's
Just
ready.
call in right now.
Call in right now. I'll pay for the dinner.
888-565-1470.
Pay for the
It
dinner.
ain't,
For the dinner. You guys
it
can go
ain't
out.
about the job you got, it's about the job you got.
That's what I mean. I don't know if we can say that, but I'll tell
Date
you.
sites,
So if
they
your
pair you,
microphone,
right?
We'll get there. Yeah.
They match
she's
you with
looking
people.
to date
Yeah.
you.
So, one of the, actually though, with the nice options, and which is pretty cool. I mean, this is really giving you profiling. Something that if you're out and about, you don't have that insight right away. Right. Sure. So, truth be told, you really still are playing Russian roulette when you meet someone in person.
Right, but you miss the, say, your perfume. I miss the embracing. I miss, let's say you said something cute. I would miss all of that.
Right,
I also
but-
would miss your accent. I would also miss your stuttering. I also would miss your limp leg. Watch women walk. One of them always got a bum leg. There's some kind of a bum leg thing going on. Stuff like that. I'm telling you
Is that a
guys.
deal breaker? I mean, come on.
It is for me. I'm not with this limping
and
girl.
about the
I'm
deal
walking down the
breaker.
street. She's limping.
Actually, it does also allow for these websites to choose what are deal breakers. The deal breakers could
See?
be, your height,
Teeth.
your religion, your political position.
The political thing could be a problem because people really get at each other.
They do.
For that.
Right,
I
no.
mean,
Would you date somebody who is the opposite political thing as you?
No,
are?
I would
Right,
not.
no.
I wouldn't care.
No, I wouldn't care.
Unless she was very
but
boisterous about
nowadays people beating the crap out of each other because
That's
of who
true.
they're voting for.
That's
Yeah,
true.
no.
Yeah.
They're
That's
beating.
all.
They're beating up. What team I got on? You got on the wrong team. I want to beat you up.
Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah, I'm
Well-
a Bulls fan. My wife's a Heat fan. She beats me up.
if you are looking for, I mean, the online dating really provides for anything that you really are looking for, from a hookup to a casual relationship to a long-term
let's start with those
relationship,
sites.
marriage. So there's options across the board. Honestly, when you're out and about, you don't know that. So at least, again, from these sites, you are getting insight,
How
a
do you
profile.
choose the best site for you?
The more
It's
expensive
up to
it
you,
is.
but we'll get there.
I was going to ask that, Denise.
We're
When
gonna
you
get
pay-
there. They're
when you
so
pay for the
anticipated.
site, it's not the same as like Plenty of Fish, which is a free site.
We'll go there in a minute.
No more.
Okay.
You got to pay for that.
No,
tuned.
there is free sites.
There are free sites.
Oh, there are?
Denise,
Yes.
continue.
You get
I
what-
will continue.
You get what you
So
pay for.
in the state, I should say in Florida, no, hi, let's reframe, back up. In the United States, there are 1,500 dating sites.
Madon.
1,500.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
And
Denise
so,
has been on every one of them.
yeah, they're right.
That's one of her ex-boyfriends right now. I'll tell you right now. Right before I
Perfect.
threw her out.
Told you. And internationally, there are 18,000.
Whoa.
18,000 online websites.
That's a lot of single people.
Online
A lot of
dating
lonely
websites.
people. And what's the percentage of them that are?
But, you know, I'm
not
going to cut
single,
it
but they're on
again.
there?
I do this a lot because of the ADD, but a lot of these people on these sites are not single.
That's what I'm
100%.
saying.
lot of
That's why
married-
they go for the hookups.
There's
or
a lot of
wives.
married guys
A lot of
on
people
there
live
that
double
are-
lives.
Yeah.
100%, Joe.
And who
It's a
lies
different
more?
kind of site, isn't it?
Who lies more, the men or the women? Because
women.
I
The
seen
women.
pictures and I said, "This ain't you."
Oh,
I've
Madon,
done
what do you
that.
mean? Of course, the
I
women with the
told you- I
fake
told you my
eyelashes,
dating
fake
story.
hair,
You
fake
got-
boobs, fake tookuses.
So I'm going to go over the top 14,
Let's hear it.
starting from the first
I'm
one.
dying.
And this is the first one is eHarmony.
E-honey.
eHarmony,
me.
yes.
Harmony being number one, like that's the best one.
That'd be J
Yes,
dating.
You're going
allegedly.
from one.
So
I'm not
allegedly,
counting
they
that.
are very much so responsible for marriages that take place in the United States, and so I thought that was wild. And they go through a 30 questionnaire, 30 questions they ask you, which helps kind of more or less profile, which then it goes into an algorithm, and that's where the matching starts to happen.
And you
So-
got to pay for that site.
Yes, eHarmony, you
Not
do
a-
have
not
to
a
pay
free
Do
for
they do
it.
background checks on there?
They do an extensive check, but at the end,
Deal
it's
breaker,
still
Joe,
up
I'll
to you.
tell you right now. How long you been in, honey? What do you mean, married?
Poor
I've been
Joe.
married. No, you mean been in. Oh, that's a difference.
They do ask questions, and this is like the most thorough of the sites because they are they're very successful at what they do. But they do ask, what are your opinion about moving in together? Or how do you really feel about arguments? Like how you act as a parent. Like they actually get into the normal everyday behaviors that could make or break a relationship. So they try to match that. So kudos off to eHarmony. Now, eHarmony does not so much recognize the LGBTQ community. They're more so on the heterosexual norms. So, and they're working on that. But at this point, if you're asking which one you need to go to, this could be helpful. The second one, and most used, and has been around since 1995, is Match.
Match.com.
Match.com. So Match.com,
Been around since '95.
yeah.
And that's another pay site.
Actually, parts of it is free, but if you want to upgrade to a premium,
They keep sending you emails. Somebody likes you. Somebody. I got kicked off that site because they asked.
He would.
No, they asked the question. What are you looking for in a relationship? And I said a way out.
oh,
That's
jeez.
it, my brother. There we go. That's why everyone's single. You know
So
what I mean?
Match actually is the one that's pretty much responsible for the design of other dating apps.
So they were one of the
They're the
originals.
blueprint.
They're one of the originals.
Yeah, they're the blueprint.
Still came in second. Jeez.
We
Yeah.
should start a
eHarmony
dating app,
overtook
Joe.
them.
Yep.
Huh?
We should start a dating app, just the opposite. You know, you want to get nagged at, you want to get yelled at. I would say the other word, but can't say.
You know what I didn't know
what
about
I mean?
Match?
Come on down. I got this woman
Let's
over there.
set you
She'll
up with
beat you up all
somebody.
day.
So what's interesting about Match, and I did not know this, they actually have a 6-month guarantee that if you don't get a date, I don't know how they can possibly back into that, but it sounds good, and I thought I'd
I
read
want
that.
my money back.
Me
then.
too. I can tell you right now.
But wait. That doesn't mean a working date. You can go on 100 dates if it doesn't. If you get one date, that fulfills their
It's
obligation.
all in the
Right.
language. It's all in the language.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
But it is free, but if you want to have upgrades, you have to pay. But it's all algorithm driven. So all that really means is that they try to match up what your preferences are with someone else with the same preferences. So that's how
what I
that comes
find
together.
strange, is because, like, for instance, I see a lot of couples, my wife and myself as an example, we're really opposites on a lot of things. Like, I'm very socially, you know, I talk to people, I meet people. She don't want to meet anybody. And so there's a lot of things where I would have probably read that and been like, no. But realistically, it works out because we're opposites, and you always hear the things opposites attract.
Mm-hmm.
Do they take
That
that
was a
into
Paul Abdul song.
right? Do they right? do they take that into account when they're doing the algorithms? Have
Probably.
they figured? Have they mastered
like a
that
yin
part
and
of
yang
it?
is what
You know I
basically
mean?
what you
Yeah.
get. To,
Do opposites attract? Well, I can't say that is it part of the algorithm, but I can say that they try to match the age group together, your preferences together, how often you swipe left on certain names or faces or preferences, so that takes into account
all day.
too.
I'm like, what are you
every
thinking? I
little-
can do a whole show on that. We can put them up. TV's
Oh.
like, hey, honey, what are you thinking?
Oh,
we got
no,
just took
seriously.
that picture. Look at this.
Denise,
You ain't
how-
broke, you're broken.
How do they measure intelligence?
Sometimes they say maybe you need to take a break today.
They use the R word.
How do they measure
You should
intelligence?
take a break today. It's not working.
Intelligence, like let's say you want a sophisticated woman. Forget about the looks and all that, but you want somebody that can have a conversation.
Like
Right.
educated.
Like like they can hold a sentence
Then you would
together.
read. You would read what school
Well,
she
here's the
went
thing.
to. When
You
she
can
spelled
actually-
Harvard wrong. You knew.
You can actually put in what your education level is. You can also put in where you went to school. But the big part of that is how you wrote up your summary, if your grammar is right, and in essence, what they do for a living too.
On Match
So-
or one of them, they write the summary for you. You give them all the information and they write it for you.
I don't know who that is,
One
but
of them.
well, I don't know,
Yeah,
but
Bumble does it, I think.
Because my friend Steve was on that, and he told me, I go, see, because he was telling me, I said I hate doing this stuff because I hate answering all the questions. I don't like going through it.
That's
He
why,
goes,
that's why we're single, bro. Let me be honest with you. I don't want to come home to you, honey. How was your day? I don't care. Where's the food? What are you talking about? What's on TV? I'd rather kiss the dog and eat a sandwich than ask you how your day was. You know what I mean?
okay, that's why
we're
he's single, folks.
Yes.
And this is why
There
we're
it
single,
is.
Joe.
After a while, when you're single for so long, you just get used to
You're
it.
used to it, yeah. I don't
Well, the
need
one
nobody.
thing
But
that
then
we
you
can
wouldn't
say-
be on a dating site.
Well, we can actually say this. Look, for people that take advantage of these dating sites, our lives are so busy today. There's really not that much time if you think
Exactly.
about
Right.
dedicated to
That's
finding a
right.
mate or doing someone that gets you out there. And there's always been a lot of confusion and discussion about that. But it does afford you to throw your net wider and possibly meet people that you would never have met if you were just hanging out somewhere local.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I
And
think
So it does
basically
have
it's
it
basically
merit.
You're looking for
It has-
not
it
Miss
has-
Right. You're looking for Miss Right now. Is that possibly
But
what
this
you
is
to
the
fit in
thing,
that
too.
pocket? I got a window of 7 to 8. You want to come meet me for a quick
Well, you
drink?
wonder if there's something like fate. Then is that interfering with
this,
fate?
This is the thing with say you find somebody right on a dating site that they look great, you write back and forth. That first date, you got to, I don't know, you can't be you.
No, you're so fake. It's ridiculous. I
Right?
feel like I'm on a,
So you know where
I
I'm
feel like I'm on a
coming
witness
from.
protection program, Joe.
That's
I'll
what-
tell you right
Isn't
now.
that normal dating?
That's
Like,
normal,
you're
though.
being
Whether you
put
met
much
them
No,
out
You're
I
not-
like to talk
I
to the
asked
girl
her how her
that tour
day
before we
was.
go
I
out.
didn't
They know
care.
what they know what they're in store for.
Yeah, but you should be normal because after the first day, she's probably going to say, "I got to get away from this guy."
Yeah, because
Yeah,
me and
right.
Nico would scare.
listen,
Yeah, I can't be
so
myself.
let
Are
me
you
just
kidding me?
stage this
She'd be like,
properly.
Who let you out?
Let me school you all. Let me school you all.
School him, Denise.
Yeah,
School him.
school me, Denise.
If you are wanting to meet this person, first and foremost, you saw the picture, you saw their profile, you saw what their preferences are, right?
Sex.
The next thing should be
Sex.
talking to them. You communicate with
How do
them.
you open up the conversation?
You go into the direct messaging component.
You speak
what?
English,
Well, you
Joe.
say, how are you doing? Where are you from? You go into a very lighthearted conversation. And then from there, you can say, let's move on to a phone call or a FaceTime. You should never go meet this person without doing those three steps.
Right,
Bring
right.
End
it
of
over.
story.
And women are more aggressive nowadays. They're going to tell you, listen,
are.
if you can't get your Cracker Jack separate from your pretzels, we want nothing to do with
Oh,
you.
yeah. And if you cannot Zelle me right now to my account, because that's.
That's right.
So the next one is
Wrong
Zeusk.
site.
So
Zeus, I never heard of
OnlyFans
that.
is not a dating site.
No, it's not.
What'd you say?
OnlyFans is.
OnlyFans. That's not. We got so many damn messages.
You had me fooled.
I was putting my credit card in. She said, put it in. And they were like,
I
listen
get a
to
lot
the
of
woman.
messages on that.
Well,
so friendly.
OnlyFans is not one of them, but Zeusk is actually the one that.
I've heard of that one, too.
Zeusk is more used for international
Oh, okay.
Oh.
dating internationally. So if you're on Zeusk, you better have a plane or know that you're going to need tickets.
Hey.
So Zeusk is really more so used for the purpose of dating
So
internationally.
if you find someone international, you got to get them over here.
Yeah, you gotta have like a job and all this stuff. Jeez.
Well, in actuality, it would be in my mind that the man would probably want to meet with the person, or they
Right.
fly the girl out. That's how that would work.
Yeah, but there's women on there also that they are looking for guys.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
A friend of mine
it's-
met a Dominican girl that way on one of the sites.
I got a
Where
green
do you go?
card,
You
so
go
I
on a
probably get
site
a lot of dates. What's a
specifically
green card one?
Looking
think
for a
you look
certain
his
race,
girlfriend.
No, he flew out.
nationality.
Yes.
Didn't she? Right, he flew
That's
out,
so bizarre.
met her, met the family, and then they arranged on her coming back for a visit, and now they're married.
It's not unusual. But to your point, Kenny, It's not bizarre because it really is cutting out a lot of the BS. It really is, because you're getting information so quick. Remember, we're in an information receiving society now. And it saves me a lot of
Tough
time.
for some people.
Yeah. So anyway.
So Denise, you do a background check? I don't mean to interrupt you, but do you do a background check on someone possibly that you're really good
Actually,
at?
what you should be doing is Googling. You should be
just
doing a
Googling?
background check, yeah.
I got a company, by the way, that will do a background check.
Yeah, you can actually, or pay a site to do a background check.
I'm so
People
glad I'm
don't-
not single
Some people
because
don't
I'll
like
be in trouble.
background checks.
No, they don't.
of course not. You know, when they
Well,
got
you're not
something
going to tell them,
hide.
dummy.
Listen, honestly, I don't think that's a deal breaker for most girls.
No,
because
it's
you
not.
think about the amount of women that are writing inmates and they're getting with them when they get
This-
out.
we're gonna get
This
to
is
that.
a
She
We're
really-
going to get to that.
That's another.
So here's another very. Here's another one. Are we ready? It's called the Friend
plead the fifth.
Finder. This
I've
is
heard of
another
that
site.
one. That's a
It's
hookup,
called
right?
what?
Friend Finder is number 4.
It's a hookup,
and it's
right?
one of the biggest dating online communities.
Wow.
And it offers a wide range of from flings to wedding bells.
Oh,
This is pretty much it. It tends to be more around the age of 40, the users of the platform, and it caters to all genders and sexuality choices, preferences.
All of them, the new ones too?
All the new ones. There's many now. I didn't know
FLB
how
on
many.
there.
I caught that
Variety
too.
pack.
They cover it all.
There's a-
Yeah. So this
I
one
wouldn't
is
know if
an
you-
interesting one. It's like a social media platform. This is Friend Finder. So the next one, number 5, is Bumble. It's a good alternative to Tinder, which we know Tinder. There was a movie that came out, and it was the Tinder Bandit, and it was actually how one person
Robbed a bunch of people.
women. He took women for fraud, and women are vulnerable because some men or people know how to hit the soft spots, and it actually will go ahead
Pick me,
and they will
pick
send
me.
money, and this is what the movie was about. It was a documentary on
Listen,
cable.
if a guy hits the right spot, he's gonna get all kinds of money.
Well, in this case, these are individuals that they
that's the
never
truth.
get to meet actually. Yeah, they actually never really met.
No?
They just communicated or
I
talked on the
remember
phone.
watching that story. You
Yeah,
know?
it's a crazy story, but you have to be very careful on these sites. And when you're on there, one of the biggest things: don't send money. Whatever you do not
Is
send
it-
money.
There was a
That's
guy.
it's
catfish. I
There was a
believe is the
guy.
word, right?
He was
Catfish,
meeting,
yes.
he was
Yeah,
meeting
you got
people
catfish.
on the sites. He was called a Casanova.
Of Tinder.
I don't know if it was Tinder or something else.
It was
he would,
Tinder,
He
yeah.
would get these older women and he'd clean them out.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, I've actually met a woman that was
Yeah.
taken for $30,000, and but anyway, Bumble is the alternative to Tinder, and women on this particular
still
site.
around?
On this particular site, women get to break the ice first. So it's a safer site. Women actually will communicate
On
with
which one? Bumble?
Bumble.
Bumble.
Women will communicate with someone that they see interest in, and then it's up to the man to respond. So that's pretty much it's a one-sidedness because
like
women have
that.
the choice.
That's interesting.
Less
Yeah.
work for me to do.
And men have
It's a rough crowd, though. I'll tell you that right now. It's a rough crowd. You'd be swiping left like you're wondering what the hell they're thinking. I'm telling you, next show we should put a little thing and do like a live swiping.
well, I will say that the response time men
That
have
would
when a
be
woman is
hysterical.
interested is 24 hours.
What is it?
Men have 24 hours to respond to the woman who has
Interest in them.
pinged them with an interest.
And what happens? Then it deletes it? Like you
It
lost
just
your chance?
expires, but you do have the ability to extend it. Yeah. So anyway, one of the it's first to hold. It's the best one to hold a follow through expectation. So if the man doesn't respond, then the woman has a choice to say, "Well, screw you," and move on, or extend the expiration.
And if she would have said screw you to begin with, I would have responded. You know something? I'll tell you, it's a catch-22, folks.
It is.
I think my Joe DeLucci, his dad just said hello.
Oh, hello, Dad.
Papa DeLucci.
So
DeLuce, what
the
do you
next
want?
one,
Paisan.
the next one, we have Hinge, and it's
Hinge.
a dater's favorite. Hinge.
I never heard of that one.
Yeah, it's a dating app.
It sounds so it's permanent. That's probably why I don't
Hinge.
like it.
Well, it actually it's like a cocktail party and entertaining because of all of the funny prompts that it has. It's kind of like it allows you to put memes or conversations. It has really fun prompts. So Hinge has a little bit of a taste of flair.
Flirtatious.
Yeah.
You want to
And-
kiss
You gotta write all these
I
down
was
for
just
me. I gotta
joking.
try 'em all.
It's like
No,
digital
don't kiss
speed
it.
dating.
I was just joking.
Well, all these sites are
digital
like
what?
that.
Kiss
Digital
it.
speed
I'm just
dating.
joking.
When we were growing up,
Just
they had this
kiss
thing
it.
that
No,
they
I'm
speed
just joking.
dating, where
With the
people go into
phones.
bigger
I do
room,
good on that
and they would
site.
sit down and they would
should tell-
like
Yeah, I
go
know.
from chair to
Yeah,
chair.
yeah. And then they had something with phones. There was this place called the Dial Tone in Connecticut.
Yeah, I used to hang up on these bras all the time. And stop calling me.
You're sitting across from them, like, and the music's so loud you're talking on the phone to them.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
But you can see
So-
her, though?
Yeah, if you like the girl, you
I'd
say,
be
come on, let's go
verbally
talk
abusing
on
I
the
remember
phone.
talking to people behind the glass.
I like it.
I hate that.
Yay, yay.
So this particular site tends to attract the younger, and generally is more cool. It's more like a hipster
So
type
it's no
of feel.
good for an old guy like me.
No. So here's another one. OK Cupid.
Okay,
OK
who?
Cupid.
Sounds like,
Yep.
it's
This
a hard
is.
sell.
But now listen carefully. This is a woke dating
What
app.
the hell does that
What's
mean?
that mean?
Well, that's an urban
Woke?
phrase.
Is
Y'all
it-
are woke, meaning that you're
I
awakened,
don't know.
I would
I
imagine,
think
right?
I
I think
know.
All right,
that's
let
an
me
urban
clarify
phrase,
what
right?
that
It
means.
means you might be playing with some Christmas balls.
We
on
don't
that
know what
site.
it means. Check out the crickets.
We got the crickets in it now. So it's geared towards socially conscious millennials
Oh, forget about it.
and prefer a more of a liberal-minded.
Next one.
Let me get on. I'll offend everybody.
It's a liberal-minded dater. They're seeking someone that has the same like-minded thinking.
What's it
Lazy
called? Okay, Cupid.
job,
Okay,
money.
Cupid.
You know what you say to OK Cupid? Forget about it.
That's
So
what I'm
this
saying
particular
about
one, it's really not good if you're a conservative. So swipe
Forget
left. Don't
about
even
it.
go there. However, this particular OK Cupid was started in 2017. It actually, and I thought this was crazy, has 12 different gender identities. How do you do 12?
Honey, I don't even know about a couple of them.
I don't
And
even
the
know
other one
about
is
3.
12?
I thought that was great. I'm like, 12 different gender.
Siamese
It's like a
and
menage.
male.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Should have seen
but
the gangbang site. I don't know. You know.
so but listen to this. There are 20 sexual
guys.
orientations.
Wait a minute. Hold on a second.
What site is this?
What?
Hold on a second.
He's going on. Kenny's
Freddie, you
joining
hear
right
that?
now. Kenny's
Freddie.
joining right now. Upload your
Freddie,
picture.
you hear
Kenny's
that?
signing
I
up.
never heard of this in my life.
20 sexual
Sexual orientations.
Oh my God.
20.
I don't know. I mean, I didn't
Joe,
even
send
want
us
to
a
go there.
headshot, bro.
It's
He's
either,
gonna
it's
sign
either,
you up right
either,
now.
either you got one, it's either you got one or you don't.
So with that, I didn't even want to go any further. But that is now you know what Hinge typically is
What
for.
number is Hinge? It's got to be the last one.
I'm
I
sorry,
mean,
that Hinge. That was OK
It's
Cupid.
got to be the
Yeah,
last
no,
one.
That was
Hinge
okay.
was
No,
the
no.
millennial.
No, this was number 7.
Wow,
Most
that's
popular.
pretty high up there.
7's
Yep.
a key number.
Number 8. This one is called The League.
Who?
The League.
The league or the
Oh,
league?
the league.
League.
Like
Like in
baseball,
baseball
yeah.
league or football. Yeah.
League?
Yeah.
So the league is really for all types of personalities, and this one is one that can be more on the narcissistic side, which I found very interesting.
Pick
They
me.
actually, in this particular one, you have to submit a lot more information.
forget about it
So. In this one, they ask for you to submit your LinkedIn profile, your current job status, the university that you attended.
I got a
So it's like a
university.
really,
Yeah,
it's
supposed
a
to be more
blue blood. It's a
prestigious.
blue blood league. That's what it's really
That
designed
sounds
for.
like the FBI trying to get information.
That's
on you.
exactly what I was
Sounds
thinking.
like to me.
Sounds like my accountant trying to shake me down.
Well, this is the interesting part about this one, that they have a very high success rate in matching couples.
Well, if you do it the right way, then I would imagine that you would, but we're.
Well,
That is interesting.
it is.
It
I mean, they've
They can
actually
make, they
categorized
can make
people.
a lot of money selling the info from that site.
Right,
It
I
means
was
you-
gonna
it
say,
just
have
means
you
you have
pay
to.
for that site?
Yes, this one you pay for.
Those are some
It means
good
you have to
leads.
do a lot of work to
There's some
catfish.
good investor leads.
Yeah. So at least, and this is the one that in this particular site is least likely to be catfished because there's so much information that you're putting in.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting.
We got to talk about
So,
that later, the catfish.
Doesn't mean
Here's,
it's not
here's an
possible.
interesting one, and this is what you were talking about before. It's called Happening.
What
Happening.
happened?
What happened? What
happened
What
was-
happened
Nothing
was.
happened. That's why I'm on the site. Nothing happened. What's going on?
So this particular site is number 9 out of the top 14. It connects people you've crossed paths with. So
Ew,
it's
no
taking you
iPhone.
to what's that?
Wait,
No,
wait.
How does it
Get out of
know?
the road, you filthy pig!
Oh,
wait, that's my
jeez.
ex-date. Is that the broad I was
Yeah,
yelling
no,
Wait,
your
it means you
ex,
know the
your
people?
ex
How
is
does it
in
know?
on there.
So
Who you crossed
essentially,
paths with.
it's tracking where you are. So if you're in the same community,
Oh,
if
I
you've gone
like
to the
that.
same supermarket, you're going to the same gym, you're going and shopping in the same malls. So essentially, this is for those that actually believe in fate,
What's it
That
called?
or a probation
and
officer.
or
One of
others
them.
believe in the
Happened.
proximity
That's
effect.
happened.
That's happened. So it's based on fate that you will meet
Did you ever
someone
try that
because in
one?
a certain no. And the other thing is the proximity effect.
What
so,
if you don't like your neighbors?
So you're telling me that
I see
Never
this
mind.
broad every day, and I still can't stand her. Now she popped up on my site. I see you at coffee. I see you at the gym. You're
Like
a
a
mess.
nightmare. Like a
I
nightmare.
see you at Diamond Dolls.
Yeah, and you limp. I told you about her left leg. Look at this one limping. You
So
know,
the
I-
proximity effect, which was interesting, is it believes strong correlation between proximity and attraction. So like the law of attraction, you're attracting the same people.
You know, it's true because you're going to the same places, you go
Yeah.
into the same circle.
Yeah.
Somebody signed Joe up.
You're about to run into them anyway, so might as well do it online.
So this app takes that proximity and matches you.
So you mean it might meet somebody nice at Walmart?
It's a possibility. You know, someone that you've crossed paths with. And also it gives you, it matches you and has that similar habits and interests. So if you're shopping at Publix and you're down the fruit aisle or the vegetable aisle, you have similar interests.
Or the organic aisle? Go back to
We
the
like
other
fruit.
One.
No, I just feel like there's so much information in that.
Too much.
Hold on.
It's giving me a headache.
I was gonna say we're down the
It's kinda
aisle. I need
scary.
some medication. I
this
need
is-
some ibuprofen.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, honey, you're giving me a headache. This
You're in the
conversation.
pharmacy a lot, you know. It's funny, actually.
You get X-Lax or something.
Yeah,
It could
right,
be-
exactly.
could be
This is
very
a great
dangerous.
honey, come
icebreaker.
here.
Could be
It's
dangerous.
just, you know, and you know what? When you're on these dating apps, I mean, you put your distance preference in too, like, you know, up to 200 miles. That we're,
that's
we're
far.
Anywhere I put.
anywhere. Well, it's,
California.
That's far.
Anywhere, if you
but
available.
it's just an option. These are options.
If
and
you're breathing.
long distance dating is tough. It
Well,
really
yeah,
is.
oh, yeah.
Listen,
well,
I have a great relationship now. It's long distance.
How
Well,
long?
No, it works out perfect
She
because they
lives
don't
in
annoy
Tampa. She
you.
lives
You
in
want to know
Tampa.
why? You want to know why, Joe? Because we don't want to be bothered, especially at our age. I should
Yeah.
care less what you want to do.
But when we see
There's
each
a
other,
whole-
we have a
yeah,
great time.
So I got to move on because we're running out of time, and I know this is a lot of fun. So there's one called Her, H-E-R. And this is just for the lesbian, bisexual,
yes.
and the queer community. And there's
Sorry,
actually 4 million users of this
But
particular
it's
site.
her?
they just do
It's
that
called
to upset
Her.
their
So
parents.
it's for gay guys
For
too?
women.
Could you imagine walking up to your
women,
dad and going, "Hey, I'm
For
gay"?
gay guys
What a
too,
beating
or
we
no?
get,
No, this is
huh?
just for women.
Better than him.
Yeah. So the
Yeah,
other
right?
one,
I like that.
moving on, this one is one of my favorites, actually. I like this one. And it's called Silver Singles.
For old
So this is, if you want to call over 50 old, count yourself in.
people.
Yeah,
Hello.
whole crew.
So this is for older, 50 and older. It's a tough group, but honestly, this site has the most, it's most catered to millennials, and those are the ones that were born between 1980 and 2000.
More people, they're more real.
Well, they have different intentions. If you're in the same space after 50, you know, there's a couple of things that are
Empty
probably,
nesters, that type of thing.
yeah, right, molesters.
And you want to be more sophisticated because
Yeah.
50 and above.
You're
it's
in
a
the
whole
same life
conversation.
cycle.
I want to talk to people that like the same music. you
Same
know.
life cycle.
Right, of course,
you
same
know?
lifestyle, absolutely.
So yeah, it's really for more serious
gotta
daters
try
and
that
no
one,
games.
maybe.
I mean, it's that no one
right,
wants
right.
to spend their time doing that.
Right.
The next one, I thought this was really cute. This is number 12. Coffee meets bagel.
That's
Number 12.
interesting.
And the people are classified as bagels.
What
You should
kind
like
of
that,
bagels?
Nico.
I was gonna
Who's
say,
the coffee?
Hashem. Well, sounds like a Jewish site.
what's the coffee?
meets bagel.
Coffee meets bagel.
That's
Sounds like a
you
car
go for
show.
coffee. You go for coffee, and they're just classified as people are bagels. And
Oh.
so the bagels are the people, and you scroll through the bagels, which are the photos of individuals, but it has a really good success rate.
I want to eat you. I want to eat you.
Oh, gee.
Coffee, they should call it.
There's everything bagel right here. This bar.
They should call it Coffee Eats the Bagel.
I love that site. What's it called? Eat the bagel. Wait.
Oh,
Coffee
That's
meets
easy to remember.
bagels.
That's
yeah.
an easy one
It's
to
actually
remember.
coffee meets bagel. So they
Is
meet
that
at
a
coffee
paid site?
shops. They meet
Pay,
at,
pay site or free?
that's a paid site.
Yeah,
but
so-
what are these? You can go on and you get limited access. If you want to have like an upgrade or a premium, you have to pay a little bit more.
Sure.
So here's another one. I thought this was crazy, but it does happen. So this one, let's see here. So I just want to make sure I'm on page. This one is Adult Friend Finder.
I've heard of
App.
that one.
Well,
Friend
that
finder.
sounds like a hookup site, not a dating
So
site.
it's
Like
the
one
world's
nights, right?
largest sex and swinging community website app.
Swinger.
Yeah,
Really?
baby.
Yeah, yeah. It's not meant. To, it's really not meant for you to find your soulmate on this
No.
on
No,
this
I'm
site.
just right now
but
is
it could
there.
happen.
Where
It's
is
meant
she?
to have swinger fun.
So this has made the list because some
you ever
people.
try that one?
This made the list. What's that?
Did you ever try that one?
Come on.
Of course she is. She's a representative. Welcome back to the show. I'm Denise for the Adult Friend Finder. If you can't find a friend,
Say the
I'm a
name of that.
reporter.
Say the name of that site
I'm
one
just
more
the
time.
reporter. We got the people
look
in the
at him
operating
go.
board
Show him
cracking
the video.
up.
Get him, Denise.
So this has made the list because so many people approach this dating, and it's a casual relationship before getting into a serious one. And you know, there's
What number was that one?
this is number 13. This app is no problems with this app. It actually is a very smooth sailing type of app. So if you get in there, it just,
it is.
All right,
it
sweet.
works. But the physical intimacy is up to anyone in the relationship on these apps. Millennials rely, these are some points to take away. Millennials do rely on Tinder for friends with benefits. So Adult Friend Finder caters to the older version of friends with benefits.
Oh, wow.
So you know what? It's a no judgment zone. It's a no judgment dating zone. But yeah, that was number 13. And lastly was number 14, Plenty of Fish.
That's still around.
Yeah, it's still around, and it's free, and it's dating for grown-ups, popular free dating site, and it actually has the problem with it that it has a lot of bots. So bots.
What's that mean?
Like fake profiles and
Fake people.
Yeah.
Robots.
Yeah. So
Anybody ever been on
I
that
thought she was
site?
calling me crazy.
The Terminator.
It's called
you've been on that
catfish.
site?
I've been on that site.
You can find
Oh, you
yourself
know,
dating the
when
Terminator.
I first came to Florida 16 years ago, I wanted to write a book about dating sites. So I went to Plenty of Fish. Oh my goodness gracious. Every crazy wackadoo was on that site. Because it's a free site.
It is a free site.
And everybody you met.
Even Facebook has a dating app now too.
Oh, I didn't know
correct.
that.
Yes, it does.
That's
But
like
my
Plenty
God,
of Fish.
It
Plenty
didn't make
of
the
Fish
it
is
didn't make the
scary.
list.
No, it's terrible.
But I will
work.
tell you what was interesting about this one, that there's a lot of celebrities that use this app.
And
What, Plenty of
parties.
Fish?
Parties. Celebrities hold parties. They hold Plenty of Fish parties. I know that.
Yep.
Yep, they do that because.
So here are some names of some really strange apps. Are you ready?
Yes.
Metal dating. These are for people that are into gothic, heavy metal music.
The
I can
black
see
lipstick
that.
ladies.
And this is for 2021's numbers, okay? There's one called furry mate dating.
That's popular. It's where people dress up in costumes and they hump on each other. But
Is
the
that-
weird
is that
thing
what
is
it
that
is?
they don't know whether you're a boy or a girl. So the shit gets
Is
crazy
this true?
quick.
What are you saying?
It's true.
It's true. The reason why I know that is I own an entertainment company and they had to supply a club with the guys who worked for me wanted to keep working for me when they were done. They got attacked by the women in their furry costumes.
So this is the tagline. It's fur play, not foreplay.
I'm being honest, yo, look
Wow.
at
Yeah.
craziness.
Moving
Joe,
on.
you get more action
Moving
in a
on.
furry suit than
So,
you would in a Lamborghini.
moving
I'm
on.
telling you right now, bro.
Moving on.
So I should dress like, what's his name? Smokey the Bear.
Well,
Yeah,
that'll
you
be
be a
another
barrel,
conversation.
right?
Moving on. We also have 420 singles.
Oh, we know what that is.
So those are for those partners that are looking to have marijuana relationships, and they have that in common.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
What is this?
It's
Is
called
this-
420 singles.
Is this for medical marijuana recipients?
But they don't bathe,
Whatever,
though. The bras like that, the women don't
whatever
bathe.
turns you on. This next one, this is funny. Women behind bars.
That's it. There-
Women
oh, wow.
seeking men in prison walls.
Oh, my God.
So they're
That's-
looking for the men?
See,
That's what you're
that's the
talking
thing.
about,
They
Kenny.
like that. They don't care about the record so much.
You know why? Because they know the guy's locked up.
That's
He's not
right.
gonna
They can
cheat
date
on
anybody
him.
they want.
Yeah.
Or are they?
And then they're going to ask you, what are you doing today?
So the next
cheated
one,
on, all right.
moving along, the next one I
Stay out
have
of that
here
shower.
can do better. And this is along the lines, this is great. It's called Can Do Better. And this is where you create a profile of you and your current partner. Visitors vote which one deserved better.
That's great.
It's the best. You put a picture of you and your wife up and see what goes down. You know what I mean?
that blew my mind. I just thought that was really wow.
Wow, that's
So
hilarious.
this one here, this gothic match, people that are into emo and gothic single meets. And we
Headbangers.
also have singles with food allergies.
Oh my.
This is an app.
That's
Yes.
me.
I'm throwing. I went to one of those. I was throwing peanuts at everybody. I was like, "Come here, you."
I'm allergic to peanuts.
So these
See?
are for people with strange food allergies. And better way to avoid choking on peanuts than having your partner choke in front of you.
On
So
these.
this is an app.
You read my mind.
I'm going to have to go in, actually, they're going to go in timeout. So the next one is millionaire dating. This is for
You bet on
affluent.
that one, Denise. I'm gonna tell you right now. I can tell by my left eye. See it in my left eye. Listen, it's just as easy to date a poor guy as it is a rich. I'm not in it for the money. I just like lobster. And I like nice things. Thank you. You poor
On a
man.
plane.
Millionaire
Lobster on a
dating,
plane.
there's a few. And this one is for the affluent, successful, gorgeous elite singles into the luxury lifestyle. So that was, and then this one, I love this one. Are you ready?
It's probably the one I'm going to ask you about.
Stash passions.
No.
People with, want to date people with mustaches.
This I knew it.
Hey, there you
Hey,
go,
he's giving
Kenny.
mustache rides right now, ladies and gentlemen. We are live as Kenny the Mustache Wrangler.
Kenny with the flavor saver.
He's got the little. What's the thing on the chin too? He
Listen,
does the
man.
little. They get you on the chin too, girl.
So there's another one called Date My Pet.
Date my what?
Date
My
My
Pet?
Pet. These are people with pets.
I would only take your kitty.
So I put my cat on there?
Boy, see that?
Well, actually, it's for people with pets, and they want to date other people that have pets too.
Oh, I thought you were showing me.
Which is
together
not,
and fight.
I'm behind this one because, you know, if you're an animal lover,
Yeah,
it
you
could
want
work in your
somebody
favor.
like- You want somebody
Absolutely.
that likes animals, right?
I actually like dogs more than I do people, to be honest.
Yeah,
with
Yeah,
you.
but
Oh,
you
yeah.
can't always put two animals together. Like, you can't just be like, oh, we're going to get together, and then all of a sudden you throw your...
No, you can't.
Well, you got to
Yeah.
introduce them.
You can't have a chicken and an
There's
alligator.
a site,
No, you can't.
wait, there was a site, especially for, it had a person's name where you're looking for hookups with married people.
Yeah.
What the hell is it called? It was very expensive.
It was the one that got busted out.
Yes, and
Everyone-
all the names came out.
man.
Remember all the names came
yes.
out?
Madison something. It was
That's
like
it,
Madison-
Ashley Madison.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ashley
Yeah.
Madison. That's it.
That the guy was threatening to sell the list.
Yeah, well, that's interesting. That took down a lot of people. Now, the other one is clown dating. There's clown dating
Are you
apps.
serious?
Yes, it's hard to
Denise,
date.
any of this striking any chords?
cl-
Because I got a clown costume in the car. You know
So
what I
wait,
mean?
this is interesting. Clowns have a very hard time dating because they're always in action. They're always in
Yeah, me and
dressed
Joe.
up. They got their makeup
two
on,
clowns.
whatever.
I don't have a problem dating. I'm a clown.
Well, they're
Oh, I do.
creepy.
Yep.
So,
So,
you know.
here's another one: vampire passions.
Ooh.
These
Yeah,
are
so
people that
gothic.
have
I
a
want to suck your
fantasy,
blood.
or fascination with the vampire lifestyle.
Awesome.
We have a question in the
Yes,
gallery.
if you have two clowns, how do you know if she's a she and he's a he?
That's what. You got to go to the other site
Wait,
with all
I
the
got a
different
question
little
for Denise.
LGBT.
Denise likes teeth, so she might like the vampire.
She likes
it is.
toothless clowns.
She's not going to date the toothless clown.
I can't believe is there anyone out there that can back me up? I did research here.
If you
This
push
all
up against
proves
me, I'll
one
back
thing.
you up.
This all in the end proves one thing: that there is someone for everyone. There is a lid to every pot. Okay, so you just got to be hopeful, and if you want to use a dating app, then you know you have so much more to pick from.
God bless you.
There is one that's for farmers. There's one
I
for
see
cowboys.
They have those commercials. Date a farmer.
Date a farmer. There's one for dating
Oh,
cowboys.
you've been milking a cow. Well, let me tell you, darling. Oh, no, wait, you can't do that. He doesn't have any teeth. There
There's
you go,
one for
Denise.
religion. You know, dating Christians.
Christian dating,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
So
they're,
is
they're
it safe to say that if you don't find a date on, what is it, 14,000? How many sites?
18,000 worldwide.
And you don't find a date on 18,000, so you should give up dating.
But you'll be
Become a
spending
monk.
you'll be spending the whole time looking at all those sites. You won't
I'll
have
tell you
time to
one thing.
date.
But the downside about these sites is this: is that once you start dating and you met someone and you're dating, it is very, very enticing to go back and see
keep
if
dating.
there's someone better.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
the problem.
It's a
Yes,
problem.
there is.
It
yeah.
is. It's like
Well, you
you're
try
a
to one-up
gambler
'em.
or
That's
you
the
have an
s-
addiction.
Can,
That's
can
the
I ask you
story
a
of-
question,
that's the
Denise?
story of my marriages.
If I may, when you go out on a date, I'm only because I do this, but if you were to go on a date with someone, do you pick things you don't like about the person? Like, besides, I like this, but then all of a sudden they did something, you're like, oh, I don't like that. Oh, that's a deal breaker. Oh, I can't do that. Do you do that on a date, I would imagine?
Oh, everyone does.
Yeah. I'm just making sure that.
You do- I've been on a situation on a date where the person told me that we never walked the moon.
Never what?
We never went to the moon. It's all fake.
Oh, you dated a conspiracy
in order
theorist.
to go, and
He
I
was a
gotta go.
conspiracy theorist,
Are you
and that
serious?
just was like, okay, that ended that right there for me, But there were things, I mean, if they were a smoker and they told me that they weren't.
Oh, I can't
smoking's
stand that.
smoking's
Yeah.
a
No way,
no-go.
that's a
That's not
deal
true.
breaker
Or don't,
right now.
or don't put your fork in my food either.
Oh,
You
Well,
know,
we
if
were
you
like
Italian.
when
You
they
don't
taste
do
your
that.
food?
Yeah, no, we
Is-
don't do
You
that.
get
Is-
stabbed for that.
Is vaping considered a smoker?
Who?
for me,
Vaping.
yes.
Yeah, I don't like vaping either.
I don't prefer
We
vaping.
don't even know what it does to these people yet. Wait until they find out all the
Yeah.
holes they're gonna have in their necks.
Worse than smoking, they're saying.
Well, I don't know about that, but vaping for me is it's a potential. I'm not sure if I'm visiting back.
remember when vaping first came out, you could do it anywhere. Now it's like cigarettes. You can't do it anywhere.
Right, right.
I have no
especially on a
idea.
plane.
Yeah, but there's much to learn about this with the
I
dating.
got a quick question because the show's coming to an end.
Yes.
What about you? A lady meets a guy. He takes care of her because women like that safety thing, and then it's like J Lo's movie. He becomes crazy. Doesn't let her leave the house.
Obsessive compulsive. Like
Yeah.
obsessive. Yeah.
That
How do you
happens.
stop that? Yeah, it happens every day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
there's no way to know. But that's the thing. You look at dating sites and then dating in real life, like where you just meet people at like Publix or whatever. you're still taking the same risk, I guess.
But you,
Absolutely.
you
But
know
I
more
just
with a
feel like-
dating site because you see
You
a little
do.
background with them.
And,
do
and
know
yeah,
more.
And at least
But you're
there's
missing out on the limp leg and the bad breath.
Yeah,
and
but
the
there's also
tooth
some
decay
kind
and
of
all that,
lead.
you know what
So,
I mean?
like, you know, with
This guy
What are you
goats?
talking about? I'm
Yeah,
telling you
what are you
deal breakers. I'm
doing?
sitting at the table and you're sitting there with your bad breath and you get a bad habit of slapping yourself in the face because you're mentally challenged.
Breath is a deal breaker. That's for
And she
sure.
parked in
Breath is a deal
handicap.
breaker.
So
I did
I
not
will
know
say
this
this:
prior.
when you're on these sites, I mean, yes, I've been on these sites. Okay, so the truth is I have, but
Really?
yeah. So when I've been
A
on
few of
there,
them.
I actually I'm being entertained.
Sweetheart,
because
you're entertaining us.
yeah, but when I'm entertained, I actually am like, oh gosh, no, friends don't let friends do that, and oh God, why does he have a mask on? Or like, you just like some of these pictures, like, what are you thinking
Dude,
about?
if I may go right, if I don't want to interrupt you,
We got
Kenny, but I
2,
gotta-
3
I
minutes.
gotta
We
go.
got 3 minutes.
No, 2 seconds. When they send that particular picture that you don't want to see, do you get those pictures?
No.
But you've
Because
never,
these,
never,
but these,
you've never got one of those pictures.
no, because if you're talking about a picture that's
She has a collection
revealing,
of
the actual website, all of these websites or apps do have like a blocking feature. So
I'm talking about, let's
No,
say I
but
took
once
you on
they
a
get
date
the
and I was a
number.
gentleman. I took you on a date, but I took you to a 5-star hotel, did my thing, and I dropped you off, didn't give you any nookie, what have you. Then you started texting me, and then I said, it's probably be a good time to send this particular picture. Ba-boom. Ah! Did you get that?
no,
No, wow.
No way. I get that. Oh.
no, no. But
I'll send you a text tonight.
so
I was
yeah.
going to say,
oh, gosh. all
what's
3 of them are
I'm
going to send me
right
something.
now, huh? There's a picture of me.
But you
There's
know,
someone else in the picture, though.
But what happens when you start dating somebody and then all of a sudden you're like, you're being entertained by this? The entertainment's gonna stop because that person's gonna be like, "Oh, what are you doing?" I'm still entertained by it.
I
happens
listen.
then?
If I have, I actually get entertained because I just can't believe that some of these people are on these sites.
That's just a personal question, but did you ever really get into a relationship with somebody? Did it go? For,
2.
Really? It lasted a while then.
Not that long. Nothing
What's-
lasts that
what's-
long with me.
What's
But
the relationship? You got ADD.
She's at
worse than
ADD.
me.
Like she was never diagnosed because she couldn't wait into the
We
doctor's
we
office. long
diagnosed her
enough.
last show.
Denise, she's like, I think I got ADD. I couldn't wait around. I diagnosed myself.
dating ADD.
You got worse than me.
We diagnosed her last week. We're good. We already know.
it's a whole other show. But listen, it has its perks. It does work, but you have to be careful.
It's a lot of work.
All right, so really quickly, out of all of those sites you named, we got the ones that were really like a real relationship. What are the ones that are promiscuous site again?
Oh, so we have the ones that are. Why are we going over that one again?
Well,
He
he
wants to
go
know-
only
he
because
wants
we
to
know
know
about
for
the
friends.
Go sign up.
He wants to know for friends.
For a friend, he wants
this
to know
guy
for a
told me,
friend.
he's like, hey, you know any promiscuous sites?
So I guess it definitely would not be the one with food allergies.
No.
But
It's not the vampire one
the
either.
furry mate one.
Sam's
The
the
furry
furry
one.
and plenty of fish.
Yeah, the furry
yeah, the
one.
plenty
the
of
furry
fish.
one. Yeah,
Furryfish.com.
There's adult friend
Knew right
finder.
away.
Adult friend finder.
No, I see he has a tail. He has a tail over here. He's going to the furry.
And plenty of fish. Those are the
That's
two.
That's some wet fur.
Yeah.
All right, we gotta
Dressed like
Well,
a seal.com.
everyone,
This is the best
I really,
show. Thank
really
you.
hope you enjoyed this hour. It was intended to give you some laughing, but some education. And listen, if you're on a dating app, don't be shy or don't judge yourself. No judgment.
They also say you can meet a woman in church. You don't talk in church.
The Lord knows you can't. But she's on her knees half the time, so I think that's what it is.
Okay.
Especially
Well-
Catholic people, up, down,
Well, we're
up,
going to
down.
wind this up. Everyone, thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
tuning in.
Great
and
show.
I hope you enjoyed
Thank you,
today's show.
guys.
Have a great weekend,
Always.
everybody.
Again? I'll
Absolutely.
see you in a couple weeks,
That's
right?
right. We'll see
Yes,
you
sir.
again.
Yeah.
Take care. Bye, everyone.
You have been listening live to the one and only timeless Denise as she helps you bring in your weekend with a smile. If you wish to contact Denise and be on the show, call us at 866-224-5422 or email Denise at poweredUpRadioTV.show and tell us how your business shapes up the weekend. Again, call us at 866-224-5422 and make your mess our message. Now that you are powered up, go get your weekend on.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily